Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Tabletop. We are here with a continuation of our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. If you haven't gone and watched the previous episodes, I recommend you do so before continuing here for the sake of spoilers. As always, I'm going to give a little introduction based on the recap of the last session, and then we're going to jump right into the gameplay. But before we do so, we have a few exciting announcements that I want to go over before we jump into playing. We are very excited to announce that we have partnered with Eldritch Foundry, who have provided us with beautiful, incredible full-color miniatures to represent each of our characters. Eldritch Foundry color minis are now fully customized and ready to ship straight for play. Visit eldritchfoundry.com today because your character has 6 backstory rewrites and a trauma bond, and they deserve a mini for that.
True.
Use the code CHEESEBAGS15 to receive 15% off of your order at eldritchfoundry.com. So, during our last adventure, our heroes left the city of Perindwell behind, bidding farewell to an old friend in the process. They began their long journey eastwards towards the childhood home of the Barclay sisters, a city known as Moonstone Falls. During their journey to the city, the adventurers were quick to discover that the land has been shaped by the comet and its shards, even coming face to face with a woodland creature turned monstrosity by only the smallest of influence. We find ourselves in the early morning. Most of you are still asleep, a few preparing for the road ahead. Willow,
Why it's always me, guys?
you sit apart from the others near the dying campfire, gazing far east towards the mountains that you know to be at the world's edge. The place where you have heard tales of Telish's tallest mountain, a peak called the Star Crown. Your vision still lingers. The memory is sharp and vivid, as if you are still experiencing the vision. You see the image of Cask, the small white fox standing atop the Star Crown. Strong winds and clouds are bearing down upon him, his fur shimmering silver in the light, turning to the sky above. You watched as he leapt into the vast open, his form unraveling into countless stars scattered across the endless sky. But just before he vanished, he looked back at you. His gaze was steady, very knowing. And in his gaze, there was the weight of a promise, a reassuring glance. Now, hours later, you still feel it. You feel like a warmth inside of you. It is faint, but consistent, like you know a secret. It's not heavy and burdensome. You feel his companionship, a sense of presence that wasn't there before, a presence that you haven't felt since Cask was last with you, as though a small piece of him now lingers within inside of you, woven into your spirit. And deep inside, you know he is waiting and watching, and that one day, when the time is right, he will return to you, not by chance, but by a signal, a call that you have yet to discover, but a call that spark you can feel hidden within inside of you, waiting to be rekindled.
It's like Santa Claus.
If you believe.
Ring the bells.
So, with the forest of the Green Divide now sinking farther behind you, you continue on your journey. You descend over a small ridge, and as you do so, the scent of scorched earth assails you. Ahead, the land has been ripped open. A jagged crater, roughly 10 feet wide and at least twice as deep, is carved into a hillside ahead. Blackened trees leaning away from the blast, splintered with their roots exposed, and a thin veil of ash smears the ground. Not that ash.
Oh my god!
Wow. They really spread out.
Splintered with an extremely fine, shimmering dust.
Oh, I know what this is.
And you only begin to notice that sparkle as the lighter builds up on your boots.
like take my cape and sort of like wrap it around.
Your face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try
I'm
and not breathe in shark dust.
Does it like feel like suffocating, like heavy, or more like ethereal, mystical, magical?
I will say that it does feel like the air is thicker as a result of it.
Okay.
Philomena's going to see Ben, and she's going to do the same with her.
You're, yeah.
Yeah, put a rag over.
Okay, so you are a safe distance away from the crater. It's maybe a couple 100 feet away, but you can see from where you're standing, it looks as though the dirt on the rim of the crater has been churned.
Does it look like this is a recent event?
Why don't you give me a perception?
And I was going to ask if anything of this kind of reminds me of any of the visions that I had had previously.
And why don't you give me a history check?
14 for me.
A solid 1.
Not one queen.
I've lost all memory.
Yeah, I would say that Alex Braddock is so taken back by the sight of this that you're just hyper focused on this moment and you're not really like recounting.
Okay.
Benrith, for you, you feel like this crater was made some time ago, and however, you're having a hard time telling if the dirt has been recently churned or.
Does Philomena notice any footprints of animals or any animal life?
Why don't you give me a nature check, please?
Above 1 would be nice.
7.
No, you don't notice any animal footprints near here. However, you do seem to see, like, along that ridge of that pathway that leads to the crater, some of the plants, little shrubs and such seem energetically charged, and they kind of twist naturally towards the sky. So while the trees were blasted and point away because of the impact, something has the little shrubs that are left there or that have grown since charged, and they seem to be like pulling towards it.
Can I relay that to the group?
Yeah, of course you can.
So I'm going to be digging around in the dirt and be like, guys, I don't know if y'all noticed, but like some of these plants, they seem like they have like a special kind of energy to them. Do you see this? And they're as they're like pointing up towards the sun. They're small, but like they have some sort of energy that I haven't seen before.
I wonder if craters from fall of comet?
That's what I was originally thinking. I was going to ask
And that
Braddock.
energy's maybe charging it from the soil, from the ground up.
Well, we saw what it could do to a deer. I can't even imagine plants attacking us.
Sheep too. Or goats? Fire lightning?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Man.
That was way back.
I'm going to need to be on the lookout. Is there any way we can kind of like get a vantage point of anything higher up or?
Yeah, so I mean, this is it. Like a hilly. What's the word I'm looking for? It's a hilly landscape, rolling hills. That particular crater you can see is like in the hill most directly across from where you guys are. You're a couple 100 feet away. I don't know if in the immediate there's really a vantage point that's higher than that would allow you to look down on the crater. You'd probably have to ascend that particular hill to look down.
I say we kind of just make our way closer, but be on the lookout for anything crazy.
Head on
Any more-
swivel.
Any more deer that have gone?
Yeah, let's be really careful because this dirt might be kind of slippery too. As if we start walking on it, I don't want anyone to trip.
I mean, it seems like the air here is even dangerous. We should
Yeah, I don't think we should spend a lot of time here.
probably cover up and make sure we don't breathe too much of it.
Do we want specific marching orders? Are we walking like in a straight line?
I'll be up front.
There's no way anything bad's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, so
I'll follow Grethig.
Beneth and Ren will be up front.
I'll follow behind.
Ashen.
I'll be, I guess, towards the back or middle. It's fine.
Yeah, I imagine I'd be towards the back with Ethan. So
So we're gonna head towards that hillside and try and get a better look at the crater itself.
Sure.
I guess.
So you do so, and as you make the approach at the heart of the crater, you can tell that the dirt here has definitely been churned over intentionally, and seems as though hands or maybe even claws have dug something out of this site.
Shards.
I'd like everyone to give me a perception check again.
Yeah.
Weaponizing the crystal.
A 6. Super perceptive.
Nat 20.
Woo! Nice.
23.
21 for you.
Nice.
15.
17.
11.
Okay. So Philomena, as you continue to scan for animal footprints, instead you're startled as you find footprints half lost in the ash trailing away towards Moonstone Falls. However, they appear to be humanoid. And they seem to have been dragging something of immense size with them. Ben, you see Philomena kind of scanning those footprints in the trail. You notice that the air around you holds this aftertaste of magic. It has like almost like a metallic flavor to it. But in addition to the metallic flavor, there seems to be like an indescribable energy to it.
Like pop
Like a little,
rocks.
yeah, exactly. It's got like a movement, like a movement to the taste.
Just breathe that in, baby.
He just takes off the cover.
Well,
But nothing like hostile we're noticing around it, just kind of the remnants. It looks, that someone's definitely like excavating.
can I like
But something was there. They took it
can I like
for sure.
cast a mage hand and see if magic is normal around here?
Yes. So you cast Mage Hand. Ben,
Was-
I'd like you to roll a d8 for me, please.
Cool.
Till 1.
A 1? Okay. So Ben goes to cast his Mage Hand, and just as you do it, Ben, there's this slight moment that comes over you where you're like, something is definitely off with the magic right here, and this is not a good idea, but it's too late, and you've like already
Mhm.
casted the cantrip, and there's a sudden flash of light, and a pulse of radiant red erupts from the crater center. And I'd like everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Sorry.
See?
Yeah.
I just, my brain.
14.
Let's do a different one.
That is a
20.
18.
Can you stop being
Dirty.
so strong? You're so thick today.
30, 20. You gotta charge your dice, man.
It's a 10.
12.
My back.
10, 12.
18.
14.
22.
Okay. So Willow and Ben.
Oh, should we roll for Ethan?
Sure.
Yeah.
So-
That one.
What's
No, don't have a roll. We're in the Ethan. Ethan's like a picture in the dust.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right here.
Just a gray.
Well, it's like I gave him mine, so it was an 11 plus whatever.
Willow and Ben, you are both blinded
Oh.
I know how this goes.
by as a result of the light, and you see like the immense red for a second, and then that red kind of fades into a blackness, and you feel like a warmth like in your eyes, and you're not sure what's going on in the immediate.
Do we
You're
ever
not-
see this happen?
Ren, I can't see.
Yeah, something's happened to my eyes as well.
Is it some of the dust is in your eyes, Ben?
Well, you all felt the immense blast of light, so you would
Yeah.
you would be under the assumption that for whatever reason you were quick enough to shield your eyes, and it
We can't
like in
cast
other
anything
words, you,
magic to help.
you probably have a sneaking suspicion it was that blast of light that has just blinded them.
You know, it was.
Use my deductive skills.
Yeah, right. Like someone trying to flashlight in your eyes, like you know why your eyes hurt. Like
Or laser.
It's
Is
not
that
like
okay?
going away. It's not like
I can't
not
see.
immediately.
I think my glasses must have done something with that light. I can't see anything.
I can't see either.
I think we should lead these two out. We need to probably not be in the center of this
think we should
crater
be
currently.
here.
And avoid using magic on the way down.
I'm going to cast.
Ash is like, hey, I learned a spell.
What's the biggest spell I have?
Do it, you won't.
Fireball.
Damn, I only rolled a 1.
Yeah, I say we should not linger here at all.
I think we should make our way out of here. And
Do we want to investigate
Can we
all
move
more?
Yeah.
Or you guys?
I'll
good?
roll an investigation.
Let me look around. I don't see anything.
I'll just black
Just
this
digging
one.
in
because we all like we already kind of like I'm assuming we rolled like for our perception when we got
Mhm.
in there, and we like we have the trail of whatever was being pulled out. So do we want to?
Just follow the trail.
That's
Go
why
with the trail,
he
or-
said it was
That's supposed
towards
to be-
Moonstone Falls
Yeah.
anyway, which is where we're going.
I think we should just follow the
I
trail.
feel like
and
Moonstone
see
Falls is
where
not
that
going
leads
to be
us,
very
but
nice. So we get that.
not dig
Got it.
around in here anymore.
Okay.
Outside of like the dusty air, is there any like small shards of it? Not shards, because that's bleeding. Are there any small objects that would look out of place?
Give me another perception.
I will not be taking a rock from here for myself.
Thank you.
Just a little
While,
memory.
while he's doing that,
Giant.
I can't see, but I can guide you.
because
This
W
is
guys
really-
paying attention.
Or actually, no, that should be an
That's
investigation,
terrible.
not a perception.
Okay. I'm terrible at that. So 5.
So no, not that Ren can notice.
Okay.
While he was blinding himself, I was just kind of digging in the soil. I want to
Blinding
take
himself.
a handful
Just
of this
blinding
soil
myself.
Blinding himself.
and put it in a pouch
Will it too?
Okay.
and just
Oh God.
Okay.
What'd you do?
Worry
He's
about
taking
it.
You took some
Took some
soil.
soil.
That's not smart.
It's fine.
It's Ash.
It's fine.
I mean, you can give me a perception to see. Do you want to be sneaky about it, or you want to just do it? Okay, so why don't you give me a stealth and fill me in? And why don't you give me a perception to see if you see Ash do it?
That is
Otherwise, your that's not smart
19.
comment is meta
15.
15.
22.
Oh, so you totally see him. Now, do you want to say that's not smart?
Ash, I don't think that's a good idea to take up anything from this space. You saw what it did to their eyes. You know what it does to the shards. I think that's
Arrow.
That's not kitty litter.
that,
Put it
yeah.
back.
Even so, Ash, just to carry it on your person, I don't think is a good idea.
Fine. It's
Well, you're on your own with that decision. I'm not helping you.
Philomena noped out of there.
Yeah.
just like
So, what would you like to do?
well,
leave.
Follow.
well, I would put the 2 of you guys in the middle for now,
Mm-hmm.
and
Just
I will
imagine
take
I'm walking
point.
like this.
Yeah, I'm up with you.
Yeah.
Aw.
and we
Ethan
will-
on one side, you on the other side. Can't see shit.
I'll just guide you too. I'll be with you guys.
Aw.
You're just holding on
I'm
to his
just,
tail.
I'm just like lifting my legs up and like
I'm just
How
carrying
far
you.
from there, but at this point of travel,
Do you want to? You're assuming that you've already started moving away from the crate.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying? Okay, so 50 feet. You're like making.
Making our way from
Yeah.
this.
that's kinda-
any change? in-
Yeah.
I start saying it, and then I was like, I don't want to say it. Yes,
And
you're
the air
making your way away from there. Um,
Do we feel any difference as we're moving further?
well, you're not sure if it's a proximity thing or the time that has passed,
Or the
but your
pouch in his
visions,
pocket.
both of your visions, begin to come back slowly. You feel like light, and then color, and then you're able to get your vision back. And again, you're not sure if it's dissipation of time or the distance that you've put between yourself and the crater, but it does return.
We should keep moving. I'm starting to see again.
Ben, can you kind of see anything yet?
yes, I'm definitely able to see a little bit more.
I'm
My
assuming.
vision's much better now.
You can see clearly now, Ben.
Now that the rain is gone.
the haze is gone.
Yeah, I was going for a Han and carbonate.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice, nice.
I can see much
There's
better
nothing
now.
to see here. I was raised here, you know.
I
You're
just
gonna
like
die
I
here.
I take my glasses and go.
Some of the
Nope.
best lines.
You didn't fix my vision, but I can
Um,
still see through my
So
glasses.
you're following that trail towards Moonstone Falls, and as you continue to study the ground and the surrounding area, something else sort of catches your eye. A faint glimmer of that powdery starlight is forming a faint second trail in the air, almost invisible unless it's viewed from the right angle, and it's kind of just catching the sun in a way that it's flashing like that
Kind of like a wisp.
powdered red, almost like dust in a sunbeam.
Mhm.
I'm imagining glitter.
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
I love
And
glitter.
it doesn't follow the drag marks. It actually veers away towards a rocky hill that looms off in the distance. Its jagged summit of this rocky hill kind of rises above the grim barren landscape, and from where you're standing, you're like a few thousands of feet away, but you can very clearly see like ancient stone steps carved into this rocky hillside that spiral up towards of like a flat plateau at the top, and it's like silhouetted against the backdrop of the sky.
Oh,
That seems curious.
we should.
And you can almost feel your gaze being pulled towards that summit,
I was
as if something's waiting for you there.
Do either of you know anything about this?
Well, I was gonna say first,
Structure?
if we obviously know where home is.
Mhm.
Is this going to take us completely off course, or is it still in the same direction?
It's not in the same immediate direction. However, it's not so far off course
Okay.
that it's like it's 8 days out of the. It's
Yeah.
like
Just
like
like a
this would
couple
be like a
hours or
couple
something.
hours and like headed more north than directly east. But you could, in theory, head that way north and then cut
Cut.
back down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to know if we're going to go.
Yeah. No. It's not like a complete detour.
And then I guess can we roll to see if we know what this place
Sure.
is?
Give me history.
Above a 1.
Oh,
Probably.
Whoa.
Listen,
You know who's rolling right now?
That one queen.
I keep rolling 9s today, which isn't terrible. 13.
I'm growing awesome. 5.
Growing awesome.
Ooh,
Would you say
growing
growing?
awesome.
Oh, okay.
That's a growing awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's
Whoa.
I'm growing
I'm
awesome.
growing awesome.
So 13 and 5.
I feel so strong.
Really?
13.
And
13
5.
and 5.
No, you're not familiar with that particular hilltop. However, I will say that both of you know that similar sort of hills in this area were used as vantage points by military purposes of Moonstone Falls. So like the stairs could be there for potentially for the reason of like it could have been used as a vantage point for knights in the area or something of the
It doesn't appear like it's in use right now.
not that you can tell.
Well,
I think there's a guy that like took me on a date here once. Because I have a 5.
That sounds
How'd it go?
like a very interesting date.
It's pretty good.
Well, considering we were just in that crater, I know that sometimes they use these for vantage points for, making sure no one's coming to attack us. We might be able to we can follow whatever this is and maybe we'll be able to see something from up there.
Regardless, I think this trail is worth investigating.
I agree. Let's just be real careful.
Oh, absolutely. I don't want to lose my vision again. I didn't like that.
Do we know, has the air started to like feel less palpable?
It's less thick. However, you are if this is what you want to do, you're now following that that trail of like the
Is it
shivering
within like
dust.
reaching distance? Like, are we walking through it, or is it above us?
That's a good
I
question.
mean, I'm
Yeah,
short,
it's
so I
it's
probably
about
can't
like
reach it
it's
anyway.
about like maybe definitely higher than
can't
where
reach
you
it, yeah.
stand, but it's maybe about humanoid height, like kind of just like
I'm
dancing
imagining
through the
like
air.
in cartoons when you see like the smell of something drift over
Yeah,
someone's
yeah,
face.
yeah.
I'm imagining
Yeah,
that.
But glitter.
It is.
But
yeah.
red glitter.
Yeah, it's kind of got that like tangible like
Right.
movement to it.
I'm gonna step away from the group and just try and summon my glaive just to
Okay.
see.
Like not near the
Money was a warning fast.
I'm going to get head down and close eyes.
Step away. Just step near Ash.
Okay, well, since you stepped near Ash, who's carrying some of that dirt, I'd like you to roll a d8.
The audience couldn't turn honestly. There's another one.
The things that we do
Hey,
to be dumb.
where did you put that dirt?
It's just kind of hanging off my pouch.
Okay,
On his crotch.
so
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna say it's like a leather pouch or cloth or
I was thinking it was like a cloth pouch, just like a little coin purse.
Little
or
dirt
Cool.
bag.
so
Yeah, we'll do it.
a little
Nice.
dirt bag. That pouch incinerates.
Ooh.
The dirt falls to the ground and blasts with red luminosity.
Oh god.
Uh,
Are we
Ben
looking at
and
this?
Ash, why don't you both give me a Constitution saving
They're
throw?
like Seamus and Harry Potter. You took
7.
22.
12.
Okay.
permanently blind for this whole
22.
So it falls kind of behind you, Ash, and so you're not looking in that direction as it flows, but you had stepped next to Ash, and as it falls down, the light blinds you again.
Cool. This is me now. This is just what I am.
You do have your glaive in your hand, though.
Okay, that's cool. So at least I have a
Worth it.
cane
A walking
to...
stick.
Worth it. Oh.
Well, at
But
least
the dirt is back on the ground.
no, my
Just the glaive.
glaive. Yeah.
Should have took that blind man's folds last one.
Well, now that
They're
there's
not
no more
blind.
dirt, I think we are safe.
Oh
to,
God.
safe
Well,
to
unless
use magic.
Ash
Yeah.
scoops it back up.
Ashley. That's worth it.
Ben, are you? Can you can't see again, can you?
Yeah, but I'm used to it now. So
Mhm.
we can carry on. I'll get better eventually. Or I won't.
Do you want to hold on to this end of my scarf, and I'll kind of
Yeah, tie our wrists together.
It's like holding a toddler.
He's using his glaive as like
his waist.
So if you're continuing to follow the trail?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
The
trail
trail
give a
of,
look of like annoyance and then continue.
At me?
No.
No.
The trail of the
I
shimmering
was
dust.
gonna say because I wouldn't notice anyways. Just like smiling, everyone's like,
The trail of the shimmering dust leads you down a kind of side dirt path, and it has this somber feel to it as tangled underbrush clings to both sides of the rocky footing. Around you, the trees grow even more dreary. Their trunks are twisted, and whereas the trees before that were burnt and scorched seemed like they were retracting from the blast site, these trees almost seem like they're recoiling from the sun. The ground opens before you, and there is now weaved into the dirt path an old path of worn stone. It's like barely visible beneath dead grass that's kind of covering the ground. And then the path begins rising kind of as you're getting closer to this hilltop. The steps are sort of uneven as you're getting closer and closer to it.
a triple up.
Well, we can say another
Suck.
minute or so has passed and your vision's starting to come back again.
Great.
There
Can't
are
wait to lose it again.
there are crows perched silently atop the branches of the tangled trees, and they're watching, unmoving, completely silent to you, Philomena. The air is beginning to grow a little colder, and that faint magical metallic tang creeps back across your tongue, the one that you felt close to the crater.
Don't cast.
That kind of like warm feeling we had before is like I'm imagining is just growing
I get a chill.
colder.
It's
and-
cold. It feels
I'm
cold.
just gonna.
Is
I'm
my
gonna get
weapon-
a chill.
sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna get a chill and put my hood up. Do I notice that these crows aren't moving, or are they alive?
They are alive.
Can I see if I can talk to them?
Sure.
I'm gonna put my hood up because I got a chill, and I'm gonna look up at the crows, and I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna say, "Hey y'all, uh, what's going on here? Are you all okay? You don't look well." And I'm gonna feel really like sad.
Yeah, again, they're unmoving and they are completely silent, not even at the point of a caw.
Hmm.
Not only are they not talking to you, they're not even acting like how a crow should be acting.
Y'all, I don't.
Other than the silent observation. I mean, that's kind of crow-like, but they're not, they should be cawing at your presence, and they're
This makes me really sad, y'all. I can always talk to animals, especially crows, but they're not saying anything. Like I don't feel anything from them, right? I get nothing.
Can we still see the trail?
Yeah.
At all? Okay.
it's going up the stone steps toward winding
I
around
meant like the energy.
the
that was
hilltop
going-
towards the summit.
I don't like this at all.
Is my weapon acting strangely at all? Since it's technically magic.
No,
Alright.
not at the moment.
Something
Not that you can
fit.
tell, at least.
And the crows are non-reactive. They're
They're
just
not.
like frozen in place.
They're there. They're
Or
alive.
can they move at all?
I don't know.
I'm thinking more they're just like sitting
They're
there
in a
like
tree?
staring at us.
Don't do anything bad, Ran.
Don't piss off the crows.
Philomena,
Yeah,
I know
Jinx
you
on
can
crows.
talk to animals. Can you talk to plants?
of course I can.
Can you ask the trees what's going on here? Because they seem a little like they're getting away from the sun, and that's not normal.
Do any of them even look alive?
I don't know.
No,
Can
the
I-
trees look very dead.
Well,
Like the ones we saw earlier, but like worse.
It's just
you-
making me feel really sad because none of this looks
Leave her to-
healthy or alive.
You cast speak with plants.
Yeah.
Then you cast speak with dead. And then we can talk.
Fine.
With our
But your
powers
powers
combined.
combined.
With dead plants.
I just hold Philomena's head and we just go, all right, we got this.
Mind meld.
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get anything out of these plants. It feels really dark and sad. I'm gonna put my hand on one of the trees, and can I touch one of the trees and see if I
Feels
can
very
feel
cold to the touch.
this tree? I can't feel anything. It just feels icy and cold. I don't like it at all. There's no life here.
Hexus has been here.
It has a feeling to it
Does the
Philomena.
bark feel normal?
No, it feels like a tree in the dead of winter, even though
Like with
it's not
frost
winter. Yeah.
almost.
Yep.
My hand even is cold when I touch the tree.
That's
And you're saying that, and as you're saying that, you guys are continuing this like little ascent up these stone steps and towards the summit. You all begin to see your breath
Okay.
in the
Do
air.
we know of any
It's definitely-
magic that could possibly do this? Cause
Give
these
me an Arcana
effects?
check.
Guidance.
Pulling the energy.
Does this seem like
I'm doing really bad today.
unnatural?
I know. That's why I'm giving
You
it.
do for one. Do for
Unnaturally cool.
Woo!
Like,
Yeah.
For this,
What is that?
That's 20.
20.
What was it? Arcana?
Yeah.
So 20.
What did you have him plus your 1?
Yeah, I'm a -1 and
Oh,
a
God.
That's funny.
Good thing you
Dirty
did your
20.
Arcana check. Yeah.
So 20.
so it doesn't seem to you like this is due to a specific spell being cast, but rather the presence of something.
Okay.
Sucking
So I'm like,
energy out of everything.
I'm going home.
magic
Bye.
normally doesn't do this. It's probably like a person
And I've been
or a being.
pretty close to like keeping guard of the keep, and I haven't even run into something similar to this with the shards in the local areas with the last time we were here. So we definitely should be wary of what's in front of us.
With my travels,
something new.
can I do like a history check and see if I've ever dealt with something like this?
Sure.
1. That would be a history. Where's history? A 10.
No, your mind is immediately going to your travels in the northern part of Telesh, Ash, and you're just associating the cold with that rather than any specific occurrences.
Okay.
Well, if we think that there's something here, maybe we should be kind of stealthy about going up there. I don't want to alert anybody to our presence.
I think you're right, Willow.
Seems like a good idea to me.
I could scout ahead. I'm the most stealthy out of all of us. So.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's do it.
Would you like me to guide you?
Yeah, sure,
No,
that works.
no.
How far do you want to go up? To the summit?
How far are we from the summit?
So this particular hilltop is maybe like 200, 300 feet wide, circular,
Yeah.
and maybe like 150 feet tall.
Okay.
And so you kind of have to wrap around at least like 75% before you're going to see any sort of vantage of the top plateau of the hill.
Are there any
that make any sense?
trees that are tall enough that might get me
No,
if I
it's,
scurry up?
it's there's dead trees leading up to the foot of the hilltop, but like around the hill itself there are no trees, and on the side of the hill or on top there are no trees.
Okay.
It's kind of got this dead, barren, rocky look to it.
I'd like to go halfway up ahead of the group
Mhm.
and just stealthily. I don't know if you want to give me guidance.
I
What's
said
guidance?
D4.
D4. All right.
Lizard dies on his own.
That would be a 18.
Okay, you're pretty sneaky about it.
All
And
right.
how far up do you want to go
About halfway, I want to say.
to try and see towards the top?
I want to just also just see if anything changes. I don't want to go too far without the group. But yeah.
The only thing that changes to you, I will say, Ash, is you can feel some of your hair standing, some of your fur, because it's getting colder still as you reach the summit.
Okay. I guess.
But
Sure. I guess I'll come back to
it's
the-
pretty eerily silent, and you're not noticing anything like out of place per se, or seeing any movement.
Still,
Why
and the
don't
crows
we-
are just still there.
Why don't we just move up behind you?
Yeah.
And
I'll wait
Can't-
there.
can't you speak to Ash from afar?
I can
So we
speak
can just-
telepathically as long as he's within 30 feet or closer. I can.
So
I'll just have you 30 feet away and
I'll just stay ahead of
have
you guys
you-
then. Okay.
have you kind of.
If he gets
report
further,
back
I
to
can
us.
talk to him too.
All right, you and
Much
I
of a
will.
waste of spell though.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If
If he gets
too
even
far.
further, I can shoot him.
Yeah.
You can do that from close.
Thanks, John.
writing this all down for my next ballad.
You're like,
The ballad of Ash's Fall.
so what I'll do is I'll do exactly what Graddick says. He comes up and he mentioned it to me. So I'll just stay 30 feet ahead of the group and just kind of stealthily like slink along. So I don't know if you want me to roll again for that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um,
Do you want guidance? Because you just got up
You
again.
want to waste it?
Guidance is a
It's
cantrip.
free.
Oh, okay, sweet.
I guide everybody.
It's free.
It's free.
That's it's another 18.
No charge.
You're nice and quiet about it, and these stone steps, although they're worn,
Yeah.
they're sort of muting your pad fall onto the ground. Your pads are soft enough onto that stone that it's not really making any noise.
You don't notice anything.
No, I will say that you are now like approaching the summit, Ash. And as you kind of your head crests over just that vantage point where you can see sort of the flat hilltop, you notice that there are small stones and debris floating, suspended in the air, as if they're frozen by time, just held in place. But you don't see anything on the hilltop at all.
I'm gonna relay that to
Philomena.
yeah.
Well, you have to just think it in your
Jeez.
head.
I'm gonna just be like, floating.
I feel like Deanna Troy
rocks,
right now.
Like very odd. I don't like.
Throw a rock into it and see if it like stops.
Y'all,
You'll grab dust, but you won't throw a rock.
listen.
That's the purpose.
Y'all, Ash is seeing some like rocks or stones that are just floating. There's nothing else there.
There's no entity.
Nothing. There's nothing.
There's nothing there. It's just rocks.
All right. Well, then let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go investigate.
All right.
I think it'd be okay.
I'm
if
gonna
we
let
went up.
Ash know that we're coming up.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for them before I crest,
Mhm.
just in case.
And you're all going to walk onto the flat summit together.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where the like rocks are that are kind of like still?
Yeah, I mean it's a wide area, so it's not like you're walking into the rocks, but they're
Okay.
just kind of like scattered throughout the hilltop.
Before we do, Ash is just checking his gear, making sure everything, and he realizes that he only has 14 arrows. He's like, does anyone have arrows?
No.
Ash is low.
Did you
That's like your only thing, and you're low on arrows.
I have
Why-
crossbow bolts.
What happens when you run out?
I use sword.
That sounds done well.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like you're gonna have to get arrows when we get to my house.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
My dad can hook you up
Now it's
once
not
he
really-
remembers I'm alive.
No, that's why Ash was like, I have crossbow.
All right. So
bolts."
we're all up there then all together with Ash.
Yeah,
And the summit, as I said, is eerily silent. There's no birds, but even weirder to you, there is no wind from this place where there should definitely be wind.
Wow.
Um,
How far up in air are the rocks, and are they
just
large?
they're little pebbles.
And they're just like, are they at my
yeah,
height or
human height,
higher?
yeah.
Human height. Okay, so they're
Yeah,
above
there's
me still.
variation. They're not all floating at the same level. They're kind of like scattered,
I mean,
suspended.
the urge.
I
to
touch
take-
one.
No.
So you poke it, and it just kind of like spins and rotates a little bit in place, but doesn't really move.
Okay.
The urge to take one of these pebbles, because
At least with the force that you put into it.
All right.
It's real big.
y'all know how much I love taking little rocks and pebbles, but
You can't.
I
have
just
rocks.
I can't have one of these rocks.
Ash's eyes get really big as he's watching it spin. He's like,
I'd just like to investigate like the general area from our vantage point.
The area of where this hill is.
Yeah, or like outside.
Yeah, so you just see more rolling hills off in the distance. You know, based on what Willow and Ren have said to you, that continued eastwards, more or less, there is a valley. You can't quite see it from where you are, but you know that the valley is where Moonstone Falls is. And so you're kind of looking off in that distance.
Like Hidden Valley?
So, yeah.
And do we still
Is
see
there
the
ridge?
red like particles?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, you do.
They,
Does it
they
just, like,
continue to go or they
end
stopped.
here.
They're just like kind of on this hilltop, floating around
Okay, so they stopped.
amongst those floating pebbles. Yeah.
There's no wind. We don't see any animals.
It feels like something happened here.
I'll look up.
It
Is
feels
there
like
anything?
So,
or
We
something's
should-
still here.
Ben, as you look up,
Oh god.
no.
suddenly the wind crashes down on you from above. The wind that you did not feel previously all assails you at once from directly above. And there's this low roar of air that rolls across the hilltop. And above in the sky, you see a massive white dragon circling down from the clouds.
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Landing
They're
atop-
dragons, y'all.
Landing atop the summit's edge, its
Shut
claws
up.
digging into the ancient stone.
They're not all bad.
White dragons like food and naps.
I got cheese, but I don't think it's
The dragon speaks out to you,
Oh,
Okay.
its voice deep and reverberating.
See?
So, you've come. He snorts, and frost begins to mist from his nostrils.
Now I get why it's cold.
I smelled your trespass the moment you crossed the forest.
Why couldn't you bathe?
He lifts his head proudly, and his wings partially unfurl. The stones in the air drift closer, orbiting to him like small moons around a planet. Bow before Glacivar. His voice rumbles, growing louder with each syllable.
We're not worthy.
The first winter,
So what's in Glacivar?
the storm that froze ancient rivers, the scourge beneath, whose wings the world forgot the sun. He leans closer, and a fanged grin curls across his maw. Before mortal men built cities, before your gods fashioned law, I was winter. And now, by the will of the lady of this land, I shall be winter again. And his talons gouge stone as he lowers into a crouch. She has promised me a kingdom of ice and bone, and you, little wanderers, are not welcome in it. I can smell the scent of the shards on you.
Oh, jeez.
All powerful Glacivar, I am a Barclay, and I think you made a deal with my mother.
Yeah.
She's also a Barclay. That's my sister. We are Barclays.
Hands.
I because I'm talking to the dragon. I'm worshiping.
Yeah.
Make a deal with Libria.
Oh, or Libria.
Don't confuse them. We got one story. We gotta get it right. Okay. Listen, you guys got two different.
Why don't you give me a persuasion? Although you're telling the truth,
Yeah. Do I get?
Oh,
do
we're
I get
also trying to
advantage?
bargain with a dragon, so
Oh god.
I'm gonna guide myself.
okay.
That's it. Okay.
Because I'm gonna say your tonality is
Genuine.
no, I'm gonna say her tonality is fleeting
Oh.
because she's so scared
Uh-huh.
that it's a little
What am I
shaky and
doing?
unwavering,
Persuasion.
and wavering rather.
There you go.
14, 15, 16, 18.
You won't die immediately.
Yeah.
Go one more chance.
I care not. There is one Barkley who I make bargains with.
Oh my god.
And I'd like everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh, it's the worst.
She's
My mom's dead.
God.
Ethan, we're gonna have to put your mom down.
I'm covering Ethan's ears. He can't hear any of this.
Oh.
He's got the comfiest earmuffs.
Yep. He's like, 19.
We're not ready for this.
No, I'm not ready for this. That
Yo,
was
Good thing I'm not.
I'm not ready for this.
What do we get?
16.
16.
Everyone at the same time. One,
Yeah.
two,
Yes.
three.
16.
Wait, does he get to go though? Because he's got a different take on this story, so maybe he can convince the dragon. Maybe it was this
What'd you get for initiative?
17.
Tell me what'd you get.
9.
Ben, what'd you get?
4.
Ren, what'd you get?
18.
Your mom's the
Sort
worst.
of.
I know.
Once he said dragon, I'm like, we're fucked.
Okay. With that, we're going to take a very quick break, and we'll be right back with some combat.
Oh.
I keep looking that way at him.
Yeah. welcome back.
You can
so-
see, right?
Can you see the dragon?
Ash, you are the first to react. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna make a beeline for the left side, so I'm not all grouped up. I'm gonna go as far as I can, 30 feet. Yeah. Maybe not so close to the edge because I don't know if I want to get knocked off the edge.
Yeah, this is a precarious situation.
And I guess he's clearly hostile towards us.
Yeah, he doesn't
Just
look...
making sure. Just making sure before I
Just roll
start.
initiatives.
Okay, so then I guess I'm gonna let off a couple arrows at him.
You have 14, right?
That's a
We're
first
fighting a
one.
dragon. This is the
19.
fight. He has
19 is a hit.
14 arrows.
Okay, that hits. Okay, so we'll do damage. D8. That's gonna be 9 damage.
Out of 300.
How do you want to do
it?
this? Yeah.
How's he looking?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
I wrote down the 9 damage.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm just
Well,
making
no.
sure everything's going on.
Slow down. No
cut,
complaints.
cut that 5 seconds out.
No complaints.
15.
A 15 is a miss.
Okay, so we know that at least. And Ash is going to, just kind of chill. Like, okay.
Okay.
Take 2 minutes.
If that is the end of Ash's turn. So Ash, you lose 1 arrow, and it strikes into his dragon hide, and you're surprised. I mean, you're a good archer, and your bow is strong. You're surprised that it even sinks into his scales. But the second shot that you lose, I'm going to say that it also hits home, but it just bounces off his scales, which is quite unsettling to you.
12
And you were up
arrows left.
Yes.
I'm gonna yell out, "Oh my God! You should totally worship all Barclays." And then I'm going to very riskily move like 10 feet towards
He
him.
responds to you. Worship, I do not worship.
Okay.
You offended him. Great.
I'm gonna go.
You offended the dragon's pride. Good job.
Well, we're fighting anyways. 10 feet towards him.
Yep.
And then I'm going to Twilight Sanctuary. Everyone within 30 feet is gonna get some temp HP.
Give me that juicy HP. Yes.
I'm gonna give it
Give it to us.
No. 8 temporary HP, and that's my turn.
Alright.
Nice.
What happened to the juicy like 12,
12 or
from last
13.
week?
Read it.
Now there's no way to
Okay.
drink.
Gotcha.
Is there anything like? Is it like a straight like ledge behind us? Like
Yeah, I mean, what you see is what you get.
All right, boys.
Cliffs and
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so I'm kind of just gonna stick my and we should be a little bit closer towards Ash, just spread out slightly, but yeah, it's about fine. And then I'm gonna cast haste on Benred,
Okay.
and then also give him my bardic inspiration.
Oh, what is it, D10?
8.
I'm just gonna give him that look. Everyone's a time now not to
Appreciate it. Gonna
miss or have a random moment of blindness.
do like the cool like anime like
Yep.
half the screen. Right.
That's
My eyes,
emotions
like,
all behind you. It's just
yeah.
cut straight.
Anything else on your Gradic? We're gonna move on here. Gohan, Goten, whatever they Goten, Gotak, whatever they
Oh.
Nope, I'm just gonna expend my turn. I'm good.
And then,
I would actually like to flourish my weapon.
cool.
Thank you.
And Willow, you are up.
Feeling more granic every day.
I'm just laughing at myself. That's only up to 1 minute. Okay, never mind. I am going to look at it, and you'll see like my hands together as I'm trying to create a guiding bolt at it.
There you go.
That is a 24 to hit.
Nice. Dirty.
Dirty
Dirty
24.
24.
24 does indeed hit.
All right, 6.
We got the threshold.
Ah.
Oh, no, 15.
That's why I had these.
Oh.
You hear all that?
Said
Coming
One.
from dragon.
What's your one?
Yo!
That's nice.
Hell yeah.
Sixes.
And a couple fives.
Devil's number.
Damn.
So that is just 22.
Just 22.
Just
That's a mild
22.
22.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
and advantage.
Willow, you summon this guiding bolt and blast it out at Glacivar. and it blasts into him, and you almost see the blast crystallize for a moment as it turns into ice, but then it blackens and begins singeing, and it causes him immense pain that he even lets out this low bellow of a roar.
And the next attack on it has advantage.
Cool.
So if you attack it, Philomena,
Anything else you want to do?
that is all I'm going to do. I just say, Ethan, stay down there.
Okay. We'll see if any of us get a
So,
chance to attack it. Just run the
Lisa
thing.
Bar is going to lunge forward.
You took 9,000.
And he is going to do a cone of cold breath
Oh,
at everybody except for Ben.
Saw that one coming.
In the 60-foot cone, he exhales an icy blast. Each creature in that area must make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, one thing I'm good at is being constitution.
yeah, I'll make one with you guys just for solidarity. Ooh, it's a good thing I did.
17.
18.
7, 8.
You're very small, very small.
Just went over the head, right? Like right over.
And duck straight down. So low to the
I'm
earth.
pretty sure that if you roll an even number, you don't get hit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I got a
Solid 2. No, I had 18.
Yeah, 18.
Okay.
17.
So everybody rolled. The highest was an 18.
Yeah.
From everybody that got hit.
Why do I feel like that's not sufficient?
18's pretty good.
You all take
Oh no.
35 cold damage.
So dead.
And you feel this chill come over you, and your skin actually begins to frost and crystallize. And you feel almost slowed a little bit,
Cool.
and your breath just escapes out of your body.
Is that 32? You said
35.
I think it's 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget we had the 8 temp, thank God. But, you know.
Yeah, but
Oh shit, I forgot about the attempt.
Yeah.
either way,
It's,
another one of those is not great.
Well, don't worry,
And-
just gotta get that charge back.
He's gonna end his turn there,
Oh, thank you.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
which is gonna make it Philomena's turn.
Is this like a raid boss where like you can only cast that once like every like 5 turns or so?
I don't want to meta, but Dragon Breaths in D&D have a
Recharge.
I know.
Yeah.
So yes.
Is my movement slowed because I'm so cold?
It is not, if just for flavor, you feel slowed, but you're not actually slowed.
She's just cold.
Alright, well,
I am going to do spike growth in front of all of us here.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot radius.
So it's like
I wanna-
fist size roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
grow one of those vines close to me so I can use it to climb down this ledge.
and if the dragon does come towards
Yep.
us, he would take 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet he
moves,
travels.
yeah.
Yeah. Jerk.
Anything else?
I'm going to move closer to Granick.
No.
Like that?
Yeah.
What's up, little one?
Hi, friend.
Bye.
All good?
Want to play a tune while we wait for our
Ben,
device?
You are up.
Something needs to cheer me up.
Am I in combat range? Like, can he? Does he give me an opportunity shot?
Does he have, I don't think he has reach, which is kind of funny. No, he doesn't have a reach. That's kind of interesting.
Okay.
So no, you are not.
So for my first action, I'm going to cast Fly,
Okay.
and as I like start rising up in the air, I'm gonna like whisper beneath my breath, and there's gonna be like some shadow forming around me,
Nice.
Goku style. And I'm going to cast, or I'm going to use Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, Hexblade's Curse as my bonus action. And I will.
So ready for this fight. You get advantage on your attack because you're the first person to attack him.
So that's not an attack though.
He's got a necklace.
Got a little necklace now.
Um,
Bedazzled.
I'm just gonna rise up and sort of float back.
You got to
What are those Chessex dice boxes? I think.
Al has one.
Does he have one?
Yeah.
Can I steal that?
Yes.
Your dice.
The plastic dice box that your Chessex dice came in.
Yep. There you go, buddy.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I will shoot an Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch.
See that?
Wow.
This is what we talked about that one time.
Yeah.
Looks sick.
Look, what a thing.
Yeah.
Mm,
Such breakdown. Honestly.
So this is with advantage. That is a 19, which is
Plus 7.
Wait, what's happening right now?
He's
You
trying
have
to Eldritch
Bardic
Blast.
inspiration.
the gun.
Need it?
Oh, any attack roll you make against a cursed target is a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20, so that's great.
Oh,
Nice.
Eldritch Blast.
Nice. That's very
For my
nice.
first Eldritch Blast.
Tasted the right one today.
And
Do.
how much damage has it been a while? D10.
It's glad you haven't landed a hit in the good
Oh.
That's 2 plus 4, so 6 damage.
Okay.
But then it's because it's a crit, isn't it?
Oh,
Max
right,
out
so
first,
it's
and then second.
16 damage.
Okay.
Carry the 6.
And then I will shoot my second bolt at him. That is another 19.
Yes!
That's another-
Yes!
And that's a 10. So that is
Yes!
24 damage on the second one.
Nice.
Go.
Let's
I haven't even
go.
used Bardic Inspiration.
You sprung our trap card.
Okay, so Ben, you float into the air, and the dragon kind of turns up at you, clearly taken back, not expecting any of you to be able to fly.
That's right.
And you immediately Hexblade curse it, and then launch a couple Eldritch blasts, and both of them land blast right into the dragon's head. He lets out a groan, and he's going to take a legendary action.
Of course.
Our
Yes!
first
Sorry,
legendary.
it's
action.
60 damage because I also have my proficiency bonus to the damage.
And now he's dead.
He's like, he's taking his legendary action, death.
It's death.
Your body crumples to the ground.
Little did you know,
And
if you
he
get hit
is
twice in a
going-
row, you die.
going to wing attack forward at everybody else as he begins to fly into the air to match your flight, Ben. So his wings begin to beat out towards you, and actually it's 10 foot, so actually it would just be, yeah, he's still going to do it. It's just going to be you.
Nice.
So just beats towards Ren because it's only within 10 feet.
This is so anime right now. They're both in the air fighting with
yeah.
like the motion behind them.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm super good at those.
I want to be Krillin.
Definitely gonna fail.
Yeah.
It is a saving throw. It is a
Here,
12.
I'll give you
Okay.
that.
So take 14 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
You're knocked prone,
Ran.
and he is now up in the air flying.
Oh my god.
You want his other box?
Is there another?
He has another one.
Yeah, give me another.
But what happens when I
Plus
start?
6
Oh yeah, two. Yeah, well then we're in trouble.
Nah, I'm not flying this way. I'm gonna stay on the ground
Can
prone for the rest of the
Can we all fly?
Yes.
I want to fly too. Where's that dust you had in that pouch? No, I'm just gonna sprinkle it over myself.
Okay. Ben, if you are done, that makes it Ethan's turn. You guys want to do anything with Ethan? Do you want to have Ethan run?
Yeah, go down.
Have him run down the steps.
He's staying where the dragon hopefully can't really see him. I mean, I'm sure the dragon can see him. He's in the freaking air.
That's why I was asking if he
Down
wants
the
to run
steps.
down the steps.
Yeah.
Or-
Bring him. Just bring him right down.
I'm like,
Just on the next level. Yeah.
just how much HP does Ethan have? Is he like
That's for
NPC?
me to know.
I know. I'm just. Listen, I'm not
squishy.
trying to meta, but God, we need to be careful, okay?
Okay.
It's
and
not my
then
brother, so.
That is going to bring it back to
Yeah.
Ash.
Okay, so where did she put the stuff? Because I would like to try to move around. Can I skirt around the
Your
vines.
vines.
Yeah, you could go this way.
Okay, I'd like to go 30 feet forward.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with my bow. That's not going to hit. That is a 25. I'm going to assume that's going to
That
hit.
does it. Yep.
He's not close enough. How close is he to Benrith?
20 feet.
Okay, so no, I don't get any extra attack damage. That is going to be 9 damage that he takes. I'm actually going to action surge, and I'll do 2 more attacks.
You're gonna run out of arrows.
That is 16.
16 misses.
16 miss, so I
He's down to 10 arrows. You can keep track.
That
That was your
misses
first
too.
mistake. It's telling me how many
Uh,
arrows.
yeah.
And the other missed as
That
well.
misses, so I don't even
The other
have.
one missed as well.
So I have 8 arrows now.
No, it should be 9, I think. Did you 3 shots right then?
4.
Oh, okay.
How long is your reach? You're gonna have to try jumping up there.
Okay. If that is the end of Ash's go,
I'll have to steal somebody's crossbow.
that is going to make it Ren's.
Okay. I'm gonna use half my movement to go 50 feet into the ground. Thank you. I'm gonna use half of my movement to stand back up.
Yep.
And then I am going to cast Aura of Vitality,
Mhm.
and I'm going to heal myself because I'm the most hurt person so far. So that's for 6. And then I'm going to give temp HP to the group of 8 again.
Am I within 30 or no?
And then
A friend?
I'm...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's close, but yes.
How much is it?
8.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Gradic, you're up.
Okay, I am going to. First of all, I'm just amazed at what's happening right now. I think it's so amazing. A little bit of that grumpy Gradic is starting to melt away with all the action from the whole squad being back. So I'm feeling good. We're gonna go ahead and cast a Phantasmal Killer, and we're going to see if he can make your B dragon can make a wisdom saving throw of 14.
He does, unfortunately.
Okay, we're still gonna take half the damage. Is it? Hold on 1 second. Make sure.
Does that cause haste in your
No, it's because oh yeah, it does. Mother lover. Well, you did it again.
What?
It causes haste to drop.
Yeah, I did the same thing to you last week.
Yep, that's why I was like,
Forgot about that. You would remember.
So now I lose my turn, right?
Yeah, you did. My bad, dude.
Dog, what the
You're
hell?
fine.
Dog!
You're fine.
You this high in my book?
Yeah.
Fine. You're fine.
This high in my book. Zach was on his Goku character arc, and you just went into the hyperbolic chamber Goku.
Yeah, you
You're
did.
gonna come back in 5 episodes.
Still taking half damage, so that's fine.
Oh my god. Like, is it just the whole turn?
Yeah.
yeah.
My bad, bro.
It hurts.
Don't help me ever again. Fuck.
Come on, you got 2 crits in a row. Relish it.
It's 23 damage.
20. That was the half as much?
Yeah.
Wow!
No. Wait.
Because he passed.
10 plus 9. 19. Sorry. No, I can do math. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
but doesn't he take half as much because he passed?
Oh, yeah. Half. Never mind. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
so it's 8.
8 damage.
Okay.
I was
Or no,
just
19. Well, is it rounded up or rounded? I mean,
Down. We always
Round
down.
down. Round down.
So it should be.
It's always rounded down.
So, but it's still 9 damage.
9
You said
damage.
19, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You get to roll that every turn though.
No, it's like
Damn.
only the initial. It only sticks if it
Okay.
fails.
Okay.
Listen, I won't make that mistake again.
That's what you said last time.
Gradic.
No, I definitely didn't
like,
say that last time.
I feel like I heard the last
I think Willow, I believe you're up.
Yes. Firstly, can I get like
We fine.
over here, like right at the top of the stairs?
Yeah, so
See?
like, get
Here?
Just so like I can
Fine.
see my brother down a little bit, just in case I need him to come heal us or something.
Yep.
And then I'm going to look at the dragon, and you'll see like smoke come off my finger as I attempt to bane him.
Okay.
Nice.
So charisma 15. Please don't be charismatic.
I think he's super. Oh yeah.
He's
I
a
get
dragon.
19.
Shit.
He's a dragon.
Dragons do have high charisma.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay.
I used to back up, buddy. Don't worry, we'll get right back in there.
Well, until I lose my entire turn.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
He is going to crash back into the ground at Ash.
See, it's fine. You'll be fine. You're just gonna chill there in the air.
And as he does,
You're just gonna charge up that spirit bomb.
he is going to multi-attack you, Ash.
Oh, Ash is dead.
I need a sense
He
of
takes
command.
2 attacks with his claws and then bites at you.
Nice.
So first claw attack,
You're fine. It's fine.
he gets a 30 to hit.
There's a 30 hit. No, I don't think it hits.
batted off the cliff.
I don't think it hits.
Take 12 slashing.
Okay.
Second one
So that'd be 4 damage off.
gets a 30 to hit us again.
Yeah,
Love it.
That's a
Take another 12.
Love it.
So it's 24 so far.
Don't forget you had a temporary hit point.
yeah. I
And
gotta
the
figure
bite?
that again.
The bite is only a 16. Does that miss?
Misses.
Okay.
16 misses.
So he slashes twice at you, and after being stumbled back, after you almost stumble back off the cliff edge, Ash, you kind of get your bearings. So taken back by him landing right in front of you and attacking you like that, then he goes to bite at you, and you're just able to sidestep it in time, but you still feel this massive displacement of air as the maw crashes down right next to where you were standing.
Okay.
Cool. That's gonna end his turn. Philomena, you're up.
I see all of this happening, and I'm not quite sure what to do. I'm gonna try telekinetic shove,
Okay.
and try and shove this massive creature away from Ash.
Can you do that to large creatures?
Probably not.
Actually, it's a huge creature. It's not even large. It's huge.
Thank you, my good
Alright. So,
It doesn't say
it
anything.
doesn't
so-
say.
I gotta get.
Where's my player's handbook?
Probably just.
I'm gonna
it
say no.
telekinetic
Oh, I don't have
shove?
my player's handbook. I'm gonna say no.
So I'm gonna bow down before this creature and say, Ash is your humble servant. I will kill my friends for you.
You want to die on your knees? Is that
That's what you said.
Always knew it.
This is
how you're going
this
out?
is gonna go bad. No, I know what I'm doing my next turn, but this is gonna go badly for me.
Well, at least now you don't have to use more arrows.
Exactly. Came down to you.
Yeah.
He could tell you. He's like, listen, this guy's running low.
This guy,
Should probably bring the fight.
this guy needs to switch up.
You should probably
I'm gonna
bring the
give him
fight to
a
him.
hit.
It's a druid spell, right?
No.
Yeah, it is.
It's a druid
Can I
spell.
shove?
I thought that was like a cantrip.
It is a cantrip.
But it's probably.
I mean, I could just do something else.
No,
We'll put a red smile next to Phantasm Coach. It'd be like, please check haste status before casting this.
I was thinking, I was like, well, didn't that happen before? I didn't want to say anything. I was like,
Chess rules.
Telekinesis.
I said it, it sticks.
Teleport,
Yeah.
Telekinetic shove.
Really?
I think
Says the
therefore I
text
am.
does not give a limit on the size of the creature.
There you go. Okay. So I guess you can.
Right.
Shove his ass.
Do you make like a strength check or something?
Strength saving throw. DC 14.
He's also
Says
very
the creature within 30 feet. That's all.
He super passes that.
Kind of
Like a
I'm not going to tell you what his strength modifier is, but you
Plus
wouldn't like it.
Sure.
It's 14.
You tried, yeah, you tried. And I'm actually gonna say that you do. Like he begins to barge just a little bit, and you can see the wing that's closest to you almost pull back a little bit but then his talons just trench deeper into the rock, and he just kind of like leans a little bit away from you as that happens, and then is able to compose himself and make the proper adjustment without losing his footing.
I think it was actually a gust of wind that moved him a little bit more. It caught his wing.
Anything else you want to do for him?
I'm gonna turn into an 8.
I knew it! Yeah, time to haste to 8.
Return to monkey.
Oh, I thought that Ash was filming it for a second. I'm like, why are you putting it over there?
Aperture. That's it.
Good.
Me. Yeah.
All right, Ben, you miss your turn.
Yeah, I can't do actions or movements, so I don't think I
You're
can.
still alive.
yeah.
Congrats. Yeah.
Okay.
Skip the good.
I'm like, you can move Ethan over.
Ethan's
He's
fine
staying
where
where
he
he
is.
is.
Okay.
Okay, Ash, before you go,
Oh.
he's going to take a legendary action.
Of course he is.
Tail swipe you, trying to knock you off the cliff.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
That's just
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
That's an at 20.
Oh,
Canceled.
Okay, so it is canceled, but it hits.
It hits. He just doesn't do the
Um,
double damage thing.
Please take.
I just said that so loud. I gave myself a heart attack. Woo!
anytime I hear I'll say not
Hold,
it'll get
hold
you.
on. Can you use cutting words along with her action?
Your reaction is separate from her reaction.
Just making sure.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Let me mark that.
So it's 14 bludgeoning damage, Ash.
Okay, I can take that.
And because you're so close to the edge, I'd like you to give me either a dexterity saving throw or a strength saving throw to try and hold your ground.
I'm gonna have to do a dexterity.
you got this, buddy.
Nope. That's an 8.
Okay,
That is an 8.
so Ash,
Yes.
you are knocked partially off the cliff.
I have climbing speed. I think I have.
There's a slow
Yeah.
up. Slow up.
Up.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys just keep going.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna have him spin this way and whip you with his tail,
Oh.
sending you flying to this landing below.
I'm gonna take damage.
Yep. Please take another 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
No, it's
Now it's your turn, Ash.
Okay. I assume that I can still see him from here. Yeah.
Maybe his wing.
That's his wing.
Okay, well, I'm going to get up and I'm going to fire 2 more arrows at his wing.
Okay.
Can we get him up?
And then I'm going to have to climb, but I'm not going to do it right away.
You're a cat.
That is a 22,
Hits.
so that hits. Let's do it.
8 arrows?
6.
That
Maybe I'll
is
forget to
10 damage. And then that is nat 1.
Wow.
10
That
10
one.
damage then all day?
Yep.
Okay.
10 damage on that.
So you are able to get back on your footing after that blow. The wind has been knocked out of you from falling that distance, Ash. You immediately jump back to your feet and loose an arrow as quickly as you can, which pierces into the wing that you can see just over, hanging over the edge of the crest of the hill. However, after the first one strikes, he begins to continue to pivot and then goes out of your vision. So it'd be something more like that.
A percentile roll for how bad that.
That one is, yes, please.
Roll 100.
Watch I get bent. That is a 26.
They're okay. So they just miss. All right, Ash,
Touched.
that good there?
How far down am I?
Maybe like 20 feet,
I want
15 feet, maybe.
I
20,
want-
20, 15.
I'm gonna wait to do anything. I'm not gonna make any movement on this turn.
Okay.
So I'm done.
When he spun, did his tail catch any of those spikes?
No. Despite all that, he's dragging.
He's gonna be like Princess Bride climbing up.
Yeah.
All right, Ren, you are up.
Okay, I am going to move. I'd like to move to like here,
Okay.
and then I would like to.
Nice.
I'm gonna heal.
Good call.
I'm gonna heal my sister. 7 HP, and then everyone within 40 or 30 gets 11 temporary.
I'm not within range.
And that is my turn.
I can run.
Okay. Gradic, you're up. What are you giggling about?
I'm
over
gonna
there?
sincerely apologize to my friend that's been suspended in the air. my deepest apologies, Sir Ben. This new spell is quite spectacular. Sometimes I get distracted. So we're just gonna haste Ben, and then I'm going to move to. I hate navigating this field. It's so treacherous. Actually, I actually want to move. How far can I go left? To like go towards Ben.
Yes, sir?
No,
Oh,
the other way.
Your left, not mine.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, you can get all the way here.
Yeah, I kind of just want to like spread out, kind of that general, like as far as I can, go in that direction.
Watch those thorns.
Oh,
I
over
was like, you
here?
wanna go
Yeah,
with
like,
the
yeah.
thorns?
Okay, you can probably get there.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, thank you.
All right. Then Willow, you're up.
I don't like that his face.
All right, I am going to.
You like what?
I don't like that he's facing Philomena.
I'm going to attempt to guiding bolt at him again at 3rd level. This time, because why not? Boop.
There you go.
That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
That hits, I assume. And that
Sure does.
I assume that hits.
I love that scene.
Oh,
There you go.
all right.
Sounds good.
Four, 5, 7, 8, 11, 21, right? I can math. 10, 16, 21. Yeah, 21 damage, and again, the next person.
So after swiping Ash with his tail and knocking him off the cliff, he turns on a pivot, and then you use the guiding bolt, which blasts directly into his chest as he begins lumbering down towards you. Anything else you want to do, Willow? Okay. Well, with that being the end of your turn, it is his turn. He is going to charge down both you and Philomena.
Something rude.
He is going to take a bite at Philomena and then swipe at you twice. Well, he does. He takes 10 feet of step over it, probably. So
Let's do a spell save.
He has to do or does he just take? I think he just takes the damage.
Takes
Take
2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so you
So-
said 10.
Yeah, so roll 4 d4s, and that's how much he takes as he steps on them.
Six.
Nice.
12.
12.
12 damage.
Nice.
All right. Now he's gonna bite at you, Philomena. He gets a 15.
Nope.
Okay, so he misses. Then he's gonna swipe at Willow with a claw, and he gets a 30.
Nope.
12.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
He does hit.
He does
so
it. Sorry. I'm thinking
I
I'm
get
thinking of something.
Let me back track for a second.
These constitution and stuff are so high that
No,
it's
no,
always going to
Yeah.
resist. Just like shipping it out because if I swear to God, magic missile firebolt. I know. I'm like just firebolt this thing to death.
Please take 13 piercing damage.
Okay then.
And wait.
But wait.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, but wait.
And an additional 4 cold damage as he bites you.
And you
So
gave
17.
me how much?
8. Oh, 11.
11.
11.
Don't sell us short.
Yeah. I'm so used to it.
So how much is it all to 8 plus you said 12? Sorry, you said 12. and
Just
you said
thinking it's
additional
cash.
eight.
It was 12 and 4.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
12 and 4.
A cash shocking grasp and just like.
I pay attention, DM,
Come up with be like,
which means you should go easy on me.
Yes. Well, I already rolled that and said that he hit. So.
Well, I know that, but
All right.
no.
it just means subtract 5 from the damage.
Oh, is that how that works? Okay, and so he claws at you.
Has he been doing Bane? Because he's been Bane.
No, he's not. I failed.
Failed the bane.
Right, so you rolled it.
I thought
He rolled a 27 on my 15 or
God
something.
dang it.
13. No, sorry. Claw. Yeah, 13 slashing damage with the one swipe.
Nice.
Then he takes the second swipe at you.
Of course he does.
And that is only a 15 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
You just 13.
Yep.
He rolled a 2.
Yeah.
That is the end of his
Roll the
turn.
next one.
And Mina, you are up.
And you have to go in soon.
I don't know. It's a good, another attack. It'll make up for the lack of doing anything else.
Reminder, if you attack him, you have advantage. It's the first attack since I guided bolted him.
Yeah, that's been good.
So I'm gonna pick up I have a rock in my paw.
Smack him with that rock.
Oh,
Paw in my paw. That's 20.
20 hits.
All day.
That's 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go again.
oh damn!
Do it again.
That's 20 again, and then
Smack him.
that's 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So I'm going to say that when he bit into you, Philomena, you already had the rock in your hand, and you just immediately, in his maw, began bashing into his head with that rock, bludgeoning into him. Sorry, what was the second round of damage?
It was 4, I think.
It's 4.
Now I did it to you.
It's
It was 100, I think.
it was like
It's not
87.
200.
It was,
Okay.
You're just gonna have to carry the one.
All right, and anything else you want to do?
No, that's
So at the end of your turn, he's going to take a legendary action to do a wing attack on you and Willow as he takes flight again.
I'm glad I got out of there.
So his wings begin flapping directly towards you again as he takes flight. And I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Mamma mia.
What was it to come up here again?
9.
You already scouted it for us, told us it was safe.
I think you're presuming that the dragon wouldn't have flown down and hunted you down no matter what you're doing.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
I also got a 9.
9s. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you both
9's all around.
you both fail. Please take 12 bludgeoning damage, and you're both knocked prone.
I'm out of my 8 one.
Okay.
Does that count for the temporary hit points? And imaginary hit points?
I think you're supposed to multiply when you're in another form.
Okay. And then Ben, you're up.
Okay. After sitting around for a turn,
You're observing.
Ben is going to fly right up to this homie,
Yep.
Yeah.
and
Ooh, air battle.
I'm gonna take my
Dog
first
fight.
take my first attack
Cue the danger zone music.
That's in that one.
Give me a botch.
Oh God!
72.
Oh, I'm going to say that his wing whacks into you in the air as you get too close, as he's pivoting in the air. And I'm going to just have you take just 2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Kind of catches you off guard and it slaps you a little bit in the air.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my second attack with Thirsty Blade. I'm gonna use a different D20 because this one's an asshole. That is 13 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
Inspiration.
Oh,
Yeah, D8.
yeah, I guess I'll do D8 inspiration. So 19?
19 hits.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Good call, Gradic.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah, Gradic.
He's I'm your best friend again.
Don't forget what I said. One night.
Oh, that's only 6 damage. Or no, because I had my proficiency, so that is 9 damage.
Okay.
Then I am going to action surge,
Okay.
and so I will take 2 attacks. 12 plus 7, 19.
Hits.
Yeah.
That is 5 plus 7 is 12.
12.
Damage.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Yep.
He's only got 700 health left to go. So
That's another 19 to hit.
Is that a crit?
No, it's 19 with my modifier. 8 plus 7 is 15.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my
Oh,
haste-
15 is not it. Oh,
no, 15 hit.
13
Okay, got it.
damage.
Got it.
I'm going to use my hasted action to disengage and fly the fuck away. I'm going to fly over to this side.
So, like over here?
Yeah,
Like there?
yeah.
It's
So I'm
tail
just, like,
range.
flying back and or flying back
Slashing
yeah,
into it
yeah.
with your glaive as you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you're kind of buzzing around him like a fly or something, and he's unable to
Oh,
get his
yeah.
bearings as you're just kind of whipping around and slashing into him with your glaive, dealing immense damage in the process.
Oh, I don't think I used my bonus action. Can I do my bonus action backhand attack?
Backhand as you're flying away.
That's a miss.
It's heavy
Well,
gun.
it's inconsequential.
11.
And he misses.
All good?
Yeah.
Still learning to fly those mechanics a little bit.
So,
Fly.
Should we just leave him there? Should I move him a little smidge closer?
good. All right, Ash, you are up.
All right. So since I didn't move my last turn, I have double movement, so I can actually move up the wall.
Yep.
My climbing speed is 20, so I can climb all the way up.
Give me
and
an
I'll-
athletics check as you do, please.
Dear God.
That's gonna be
That's good.
yeah. Um,
She can't call that
That's
good.
good.
that's 18. Yeah,
Not what you do.
18. So
The table just stuck. It's good.
So, Ash, you dig your tabaxi claws into the
Bro,
rock
dude,
cliff
my
side, and
rules
you
are
begin
good.
scampering back up.
Yep.
You make pretty good time on it, eventually reaching the summit again.
I was impressed.
so I'm
like,
then
wow.
gonna unleash 2 arrows.
From where you're standing, or did you want to move further in now?
No, I'm gonna move after I.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just quickly get up there, fire at him. That is a 16. I know that's
Misses.
a miss. And that is a nat 20.
Woo!
Thank.
Arrows.
Yeah. So that's
2 arrows
13
remaining.
hits.
One that hit.
No. There's 4 arrows.
4 arrows.
So that's a 13 plus 12. It's 25.
25 damage?
Yeah. Wow.
How's he looking?
He's looking.
It's looking like a dragon.
Okay.
He looks like a drake.
Now I'm gonna
Wants
use
to kill you.
the rest of my full movement because that was just my climbing movement.
So as you climb up, you immediately loose arrows, and one of them pierces right into his underbelly from your vantage point.
Got him right in the.
I want to grab that arrow and jiggle it.
Boy.
Do you know what? I'm gonna climb back down the wall.
Yeah?
Are you serious?
I want to get out of range.
Hit and run tactic.
I mean, the dragon. There's no out of range.
He doesn't. You didn't see who hit him.
Give me the athletics check for climbing back down.
You trip and fall and die.
Oh, that's good. 19.
Okay, yep.
You can't.
You scurry back down to that landing. Okay, anything else you want to do, Ash?
Increase the
No,
difficulty.
that's it. If I could hide, I would
Then
hide.
Ren, you are up.
Okay, I am going to take my aura of vitality that's still going, and I will heal. Well, he's out of range now, so Willow. You get 8 health back, and then temp HP for anyone within 30 of me is now 12.
Nice,
Mine
man. The
is-
juicy 12 back.
That's nice.
What's that?
Am I within 30?
Of who?
Of me.
Yeah, it's close.
I don't think,
I'll just
I don't think so, Zach.
and I'm not because I'm basically the same. amount of.
Yeah.
Well, I'm up. That's
Yeah, he's also up, but
I think I'm probably
yeah,
just
you're
out
probably
of it.
just out of it too.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
And
That was it.
Yeah. Okay. Braddock, you are up.
All right. Let's do this. Time to break concentration.
Oh.
You put him back in this lethargic state.
Just do
He
shit.
he
What
still
the
has
other turn?
he still has Exploits Curse on him, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not concentration. So it's
Seeing if that necklace is.
yeah, gotta keep his blade.
Prejudice.
And it lasts for.
You want to go ahead and tell this dragon like how ridiculously he looks with that wreath around him? It's not a real wreath. But I just want to let him know.
We all see it.
We all know it's there. So I'm gonna try and cast Tasha's hideous laughter at him
Okay.
I'm the only one that can
and have him make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
No, what's on Wisdom of 14?
No, he's not passing.
He passes with a 16.
Okay, that was my last attempt at anything.
Ever.
You're gonna get magic missile to death.
Anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna give another bardic inspiration to Ben Daddy,
Okay.
All right.
and then we also are just kind of going to shimmy a bit closer towards this section to spread out the
Grant
and,
he
and
actually
step in a little bit.
shimmies. He
Step
actually
in?
shimmies.
Yeah, I don't want to be
Shimmy,
so close
shimmy,
that
shimmy,
much.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Willow, you are up.
How far away is he from me?
He is like 20 feet in the air and maybe like 10 feet away. You are also prone at the moment, yeah.
No, I know. I can stand. I can stand up. I'm thinking
Want to
about.
stand up?
Yeah,
Oh.
stand me up, please.
You're
I was just thinking about something.
kind of way. I think that means he's.
Can I have it? What's the thing that goes like?
Cone?
Oh, the thing for measuring.
A protractor?
Yeah, that's it. I need a protractor
Yeah.
so I can see how far the dragon is from me. Alright, I'm just going to. Well, I'll still do it anyway. I was going to cast Spirit Guardians
Okay.
just because I don't like how close he is. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast Spirit Guardians on myself. So that's in a 15-foot circle around me, which is why I was asking. So if he comes in back of me, you're filling me again.
Yep. If he comes back down, he's basically going to be automatically in it. If he
Yes.
lands.
Was the 15 feet is infinitely up. So it's just within 15 feet that way of you,
Spirit Guardian?
right?
It says it has like a circle here.
It's a circle around you. But my question is, can it go up as much as it wants without distance?
I don't think it's
Like,
an
oh,
infinite
like a
cylinder.
sphere.
I don't think it's an infinite
Yeah.
cylinder.
No, I thought it was just a sphere around me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in a 15-foot bubble.
Okay.
So if he comes into us again, it's gonna
I
be
think the bubble is probably the terminology.
I'm like, it has a circle in next to it. So
It flips around you to a distance of 15 feet.
Yeah,
So,
so it's a
depends.
bubble.
Up, down,
Okay.
okay. So I'm just gonna cast that. So I have that around me
Yep.
at second level.
Yep. Okay. That makes it his turn. He's immediately going to turn and fly directly towards Ben, who just dealt massive damage to
I
him.
didn't do anything. As he comes into my combat, I will use my reaction to.
Well,
It's third level, not second level.
I'm gonna use my reaction to get an attack.
Mhm.
It's not one.
please give me a botch.
Wish I could cancel those.
Good God.
Yeah, we can't do anything for his own
19.
Okay.
ward.
He is, however, going to bite and slash at you twice.
Come at me.
Correct
Tony.
that. Okay. So bite.
Yeah, look at this thing.
He gets a 17.
My hits.
Okay. Please take.
How's he look? Like a dragon.
Yeah.
He looks fine.
I'm whispering.
To be here all day.
Exactly, you speak nothings.
Then. Please take. Oh boy.
Well, he didn't say that for my stuff, and that was heavy. So
Please take
Dude, that's sick.
25 piercing plus an additional 3 cold. So 28.
Minus
That's
9.
from the bite. Then he's going to claw you twice.
Right?
Wait, that was just a bite?
Yeah.
Well,
bludgeon numbers.
What is 55 minus 19?
I used to do
36.
Okay. Here comes the
That's what I
first
take out
claw.
my calculator. Too many numbers.
So I count.
19.
Hits.
Please take
4 damage. 3 damage.
13 slashing.
How you feeling, bud?
Here comes the second claw.
How much juice you got?
To hit. And take another 16 slashing.
What the?
So
Are you still flying?
7. Yup.
He's flying, boys
Yeah.
and girls.
Yeah, that would have been bad if he got knocked down.
We're fine. Scatter knock prone. Take the Rex damage and lose your death save.
Okay. That is the end of his turn.
See?
He is going to mockingly say to you, "You fool,
Yeah, I'm
You
kind of feeling
dare.
that now.
contest with Grassovar."
Can you just go like this?
He just grabs
I
his
don't
thing.
think I can move.
Philomena, you are up.
I'm going to turn into an ape.
Turn back into an ape.
You
You
know
gotta
it.
stand up.
I'm going to
And then
stand
do
up,
it. Okay.
and then I'm going to do it.
She can't turn into an ape on the ground.
I don't think she can, but
I
maybe.
just stand up.
She's a
Maybe.
laying down ape.
Yeah.
You can do it like
Just take a nice little nap.
If that's the move, she should just turn into a snake.
Ew.
Slippery snake.
slither on Eddie.
Snake.
That's
All right, so I am really concerned about my friend Ben Daddy. I'm gonna try and get this dragon's attention,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna hurl a rock right up Main Street.
Is that his ass?
Yep.
Just making sure.
Please get in that one so he bats it directly back to you with his tail.
right up your main street.
Oh boy. 13.
You miss.
That's fine.
Okay.
So you lunge
I'm
this
gonna do it
rock, and actually the flapping of his wings as he's in flight here is enough to just throw the rock off course when it gets close because it's just got that much
We're on a
power
cliff. There's plenty
behind
of rocks, bro.
behind the weight of his
Do
wings.
this all day. Okay, I'm gonna throw another one.
Okay.
There's the one.
Cursed.
There's the oh no. Give me a botch roll. It was destined to be because I said it out loud. Yes, it
That's
was.
D8.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh, well.
77. It was destined to be. That rock is getting batted back towards you, with his tail. So I'm gonna roll an attack. What's your attack mod? I mean, I guess maybe I should add his tail attack mod.
Plus 13.
So yes, he hits you. So 29. Roll for damage on your own
Does a
rock.
29
Hit
hit?
yourself.
We're all down.
We're going
Whatever
super
your
long.
damage is.
Yeah.
For the roll.
For a
D6.
D6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
6.
Oh my god.
So you hurl the first rock. It misses as his wings blow it out of the way. And the second one you hurl, he kind of like glances back, and his tail perfectly times it, and bats it back at you. And the rock comes hurling back at you, crashing into you with force.
Ugh. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Ooh, double up. Oh.
Anything else you wanna do?
Huh?
Anything else you want to do?
I'm going to move a little bit closer over this way.
Just what?
Like, yeah, just like, that's good.
Okay. He is going to use a legendary reaction to spin towards you and tail whip Ben in the process.
Oh,
Of course.
Sorry, Ben.
Stop moving. We
Well,
can't
thank God
move.
he's like flying.
It's
You
like
can't
tremors,
throw it off the
okay?
edge.
Everyone first.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Still
stop
launch
moving.
to the next town.
Yeah.
To the 16 then.
Me?
Wait,
Oh,
I
man.
thought it was a
I got
dex check for that.
16 the tail now.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay. Please take.
No.
Definitely down.
No. His turn was coming up. He could have done something.
Take 12 bludgeoning.
Yeah, I'm down.
Does that mean you lose flight?
I mean, I realized that I should have been rolling concentration checks, but I didn't take damage until last turn. So, but I'm down anyways.
Okay.
Should I just
I roll
like-
concentration checks when the DM tells him to.
Yep.
He feather falls.
He's gonna have innate feather fall.
Ben, it would be your turn, so why don't you give me a death saving throw?
You got it, dude.
You got this.
15.
We're fine.
Yes.
Big old
Okay,
pass.
that's nice.
Ash, it is your turn.
I don't think we should be applauding like death save.
Also-
It's a positive testing, though.
I think the hexblade's cursed. Yeah.
You lost your necklace.
Okay. Well, since the dragon turned around and his little berries and twig are in my line of sight, I'm gonna give him a nice little shot where it counts.
That was
No,
something
wait.
him and Mom were
And like
gonna
that
That's an
tip of-
at-one.
Okay. Give me a botch.
There's been a lot in that one.
Yeah. Your mom touched my dice yesterday.
What? Whoa.
Yeah, that's
do. Berries.
53.
And that is a euphemism.
Okay.
Let's move on from that.
Yeah, I'm
Jinx
stabbing
my
this.
dice.
Stabbing
We'll
this.
just bleep that out. guys,
Okay.
it's fine.
She touched him. She jinxed him. All right, and that is an 18. for the second.
18 does not hit.
Damn. All right. I'm now going to run along the edge here and try to go around the outside.
Oh no, an 18 hits. I'm sorry.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Okay.
18 hits.
All right.
That's heavy.
So
Yeah.
What do you have hit you with the last one?
How many arrows you got left?
I was
2.
retro that
Okay.
back then.
After this one? Or
after this, I have 2 arrows left.
I have plus 2 to my AC because of haste, so that last one was a 16, right?
Didn't hit.
One hit.
But were you knocked out of flight anyways? That's the question.
I can roll a few Constitution.
Okay, why don't you do that in the meantime? How much damage did you just do?
11 damage.
11, okay.
And then
It's an 18 plus 5, so that's 23.
can we say that there's a little, because there's a lip here, can I run along the edge?
No.
Run to there and then hop down?
Yeah, but it's not far. It's like, that's, real, it's 2 scale, so it's not going to hurt you to drop down just a notch there. And
Okay, so I moved, how far would you say that? 'Cause
that's
I have
like
30
20 feet.
Okay, so I got another, so I'm going to run around.
Yeah. Okay.
And that will be my...
So what happened?
My second one was only 11.
So you did fall, but
Oh.
that means you're still up, right?
Yeah.
And we skip your turn because you were down. So if you want
Right.
to take a turn, go ahead.
Oh, and Hex is still on him.
That's true.
Oh,
Because that's not a concentration. Thank you.
Woo!
I should really figure out what the hell else haste does, but
It's just the AC.
Extra attacks and AC.
And the extra action.
Take flight again.
honestly thinking about it. Gonna do it. We're gonna use our first action to
Take flight.
to fly.
Down the mountain.
I'm gonna kind of fly towards Ren though.
Towards Ren.
Like
Oh,
over
okay.
on this other side. Well, not. I'll stay in combat. I just want to be close enough that I get her. Hopefully, get her bonus HP.
You're pointing at me,
Um,
okay? Careful there, buddy.
And I will use my hasted action to attack. 8 plus 7 is 15, right? Does that hit?
Nope.
Use my bardic inspiration to make it 18.
Hits.
Nice.
Between 15 and 18, right?
Yeah.
6 plus
Not so bad.
7 is
13.
13. So that's 13 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my second attack. That is 16 plus 7, so 23.
Hits.
Okay. It's a 9 plus 7, so 16 damage.
You have your buddy, your weapon too, right?
I'm gonna do my weapon with my bonus action. 15 plus 7, 22.
Come on, chip away.
Something's going for
See,
the MVP.
I like to break concentration so I
That
can keep the
is-
spell going longer
Oh,
for the 1 minute.
4 plus 7, 11
A
more.
really good person plays it. It's like, 1 minute only? Like, I'll break it every 30 seconds.
Then I'm pretty much
Or
boned.
every 5. Or 3.
2 actions, my bonus actions, movement, yeah. Oh, no, shit, I should use my bonus action for the second win, but hopefully we don't die.
No? All good?
He's gonna tough it out.
Well, I already used it to attack.
All good?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it
That's-
Granite scale.
Well, no.
Oh, yep. Sorry, Ren's.
Ren,
Yeah,
I'm going
out of
to
order.
heal Benrith.
Your
8
biggest.
actual, and then anyone within 30 feet of me as... I don't want to be behind you. Why would you move there?
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone gets 11 temp, and then I will move. Oh, I don't. No, you're good. I want to move to
Sorry, did I get in your way?
here.
I was just trying to get
No, you
close
did.
enough to...
And then everyone within 30 feet of me gets the 11 if you didn't use the 12, and that's my turn.
Oh, I used it already.
Okay. Granite.
Yep.
Are you in her spikes?
No,
they're
the spikes
further
are
out.
like here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
They're still there waiting, though.
They're wait.
There
You're
we
gonna, you're gonna get got one day.
One day.
You're gonna forget and step on. That's how he's gonna go down. He's gonna forget to step on a spike and go down.
One day you're gonna get got.
I'm just gonna let go. Just a good old traditional firebolt. Okay, so we're just gonna say,
Good old traditional fire.
yeah, and that's an 18 to hit.
Hits.
All right. 2, 3, 4.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I know. My goodness.
What was that? What was that?
I think it's amazing.
You know what it was.
Up on,
Up,
on
turn.
the table.
Turn the
Okay, because it legit sounded like a fart.
15 damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay, 15.
Can take 15 damage.
Nice.
And I'm so scared to move. I would just like to shimmy, like in the most delicate of fashion.
Don't fall off
shimmy,
edge.
shimmy, go, shimmy, shimmy.
Yeah, like in that general way.
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
catch you.
Let's spread out.
Yeah, I'm just like
Willow.
Hello.
little like a cat. That firebolt was like.
You're up.
I am. I'm going to move. I'm gonna come like over here.
Like I was like dune sand walking. Like I was.
Right
Oh,
here.
jeez.
Walk without rhythm. You want to try to one.
So that way, if he comes closer this way, I might be able to get him in my home.
It's actually about
But I'm going to bolt that.
Okay.
Oh,
That.
nat 20!
You gotta be careful. Like,
I
I'm like,
rolled
what?
back and then came back up.
That's a 27.
I don't know if that hits.
But okay, so how
So
this
you-
works now? I immediately do this and then roll it.
Roll the overkill.
Holy
damage.
crap.
Okay.
That's 30 damage right off the bat.
Yep.
Good.
Sure is.
Kill this
30,
mofo.
Woof.
44, 5, 6. I'm missing 1d6.
How much armor we can make out of this hide?
That's 52 damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is he like, how's he looking out to fire?
He's looking dead right now.
Holy shit.
Which his breath had just recharged, so that's good.
Thank God.
Woof.
It's about to be.
Anything specific you want to do as your guiding bolt is
Once again, I'm like, I've got the spirit guardians around me. I saw Ben almost die. I don't know where Ash is.
Yeah, that
And I'm
was
just like,
the act of God.
I can't do this. I'm like, no, this is too much. And I just full energy just blasting out of my hands.
So you blast into him this surge of energy, and it hits him with such force that his wings just fall limp, and he actually crashes down onto the edge of the summit and topples over the edge and rolls down the cliffside.
As he's going down the hill, I say,
Yeah.
I'm super glad.
Barclays are the masters.
Do I get an attack of opportunity while he's leaving?
So you go through the spikes as he's rolling down.
And does he have any diamonds on him?
Listen, those
All
spikes.
the questions to ask.
Wow,
That was spicy.
that hurt.
We're fine.
Oh, we just killed a white dragon.
After slaying Glacivar, you stand amidst the shattered frost and swirl. Now there's still like swirling winds on the summit top, and then the summit goes quiet again. You feel. Why don't you give me a perception check immediately?
I'm super perceptive.
Everybody, I guess, except for
Perceptive.
Ash, you're not up there. So
No.
actually, go ahead and give me one too, Ash.
Rolling that one.
Perception, you said? 12.
Definitely roll past.
Nice, not one, but let's go.
18.
18.
Jonas rolls his
Natural 20 for perception, 27.
Okay, perfect.
We're
So,
blinded again.
Ren, you notice a cool breeze flowing across the summit, but it's coming from a strange direction. You actually feel it coming beneath your feet, and you look down, and there is a faint whistle of air escaping through a thin crack in the stone beneath you.
Does anyone else feel this breeze? I mean, I'm wearing a dress, but
No, can't
You
feel
point
that.
out the
And I-
hole.
Back into
and I
filling
point
it.
down to the rock and the crack. Can I hit it with my warhammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh.
smash at it with my
Oh.
warhammer.
So you smash into the rock with some effort, and it pries apart loose slabs of these frost-slicked rock. And below, you can see into a shallow but dark cavern carved deep into the hillside. Frozen in a nest of ice and shadow. Thank you. You can see
You're welcome.
Got you,
gleaming
fam.
hoard, a silent testament to Glacivar, coins glittering, frozen in the cracks,
Scrooge McDuck.
Yep, we're going. Diving into
uh,
the
Literally.
bones, shattered shields and weapons, and particularly catching your eye, a silver circlet laying amongst the gold coins.
Okay.
Um, the treasure's lying dormant into this cave, untouched by the sun, and probably untouched for centuries until now.
If it's a tiara, it's Gradix.
No, it's mine.
It's Gradix.
How dare you?
I'll fight
Yeah, I would like to like point that out. Can I like shimmy my body in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Into the
And
Yeah.
well,
Shimmy.
somebody started it, so
We're all shimming into the
can we,
crevasse.
yeah, I'd like
It's
to
not
go
like
in.
a pure drop. It's like now that you've broken away at it, there's this kind of like narrow ravine that leads down into this cave that you.
Yeah,
can
I'd
see.
like to go down there. And
Maybe, like,
if anyone wants
fist
to
pump.
follow me, I'll give you night
start
tonight
punching
if
the
you don't
ground
have
with
it.
the ape.
I'll
But I'd like
scurry up.
to look at the circlet that you described.
So, in this treasure hoard, you find many things, but
Great many things.
of particular, you find a bracelet, heavy silver. This is the circlet that you kind of saw. It's a heavy silver bracelet shaped like interlocking dragon claws. And each of the talons are tipped with tiny sapphires. And as you go to pick it up, the metal is very cold to the touch in a way that's magically icy, but it's not numbing your skin somehow. Like, you know it's cold, but it's not having a tangible cold effect. And it's got ancient runes along the outer edge of the circlet, written in Draconic.
I do not speak that.
Neither do I.
Okay.
Damn.
Speak
Should
with
we
that.
bring him back? And
Like, what is this day?
What is this? Wake up!
Okay.
Hey, idiot. What to say?
I'd like to. Can I take it?
Yeah, of course you can.
All right. This is so pretty.
Just ask your mom when it
Does that?
says-
Can anyone read this?
I'm gonna turn back
Script?
to Selena.
Yep.
And then
I'm assuming everybody else is like in there as well.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think I'd like
You just scavenge.
use my
Ryan.
fly time to
Ryan, are
maybe
they
just like check out the immediate area.
Oh, you're not down there?
I'll go down eventually, but I think I'd want to just like fly
I
in.
jumped.
Sure,
I'm
nobody's
just
approaching.
Lots of shiny ash.
Ash is literally like
Ash, by your quick
Estimation.
estimation, there is at least 3,000 gold pieces down here.
wolf.
Ancient coins. they bear some sort of mark of like a long forgotten kingdom. Why don't you give me a history check?
History is not great for me, but 15.
Okay. You're not able to discern, but you know that it's like a long forgotten kingdom. Like, but they are clearly gold and definitely still have value to someone. Anyone who'd be interested in gold would be interested in these. They are actually frosted over as well. There are several gemstones lying amongst the coins.
Tell me about the diamonds.
So, tell me about these sparkling
They
things.
are a mixture of white opals and sapphires. Probably 3 and 3, we'll say.
He dies of overstimulation.
He's
That's what happens.
I do. I'm like,
You got it.
I'm just like having a seizure.
3 opal,
White,
3 sapphire.
white opal.
Oh.
Make sure. We don't want. We don't want to.
Yeah,
They
you don't
want
want the normal opal price.
Yeah.
There is a bone tube down there that it looks like a scroll case.
Oh. Okay. Snatch that up.
Okay, do you want to open it, or do you just
Yeah,
want...
I'd like to open
yeah,
it.
let's-
Okay, why don't you give me an Arcana check?
Maybe it's a poem.
Or do you speak Draconic?
I don't.
Okay, why don't you give me an Arcana check?
I'll give you my mightiest arcana check.
Too bad you couldn't give yourself a bardic inspiration.
You can give guidance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want guidance?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
D4.
15 plus
Nice.
18.
Okay, so though you are not able to read Draconic, your knowledge of the arcane Gradic insinuates that you believe this to be a scroll of Cone of Cold.
Oh.
Mm.
I'll be keeping that.
Um,
I'll use it exactly after I cast haste.
It's not concentration.
That's
No.
it's fine. It's working. See?
Oh god.
and lastly, there seems to be why doesn't everyone give me a perception check again?
It's all fails, so we just miss out. on
Nat
the-
20.
I just want to know who gets the highest.
So
I'm gonna guide myself.
perception
'cause I
20,
wanna know.
24.
21.
What is that?
3, 4.
Perception?
Yeah.
Not 20.
My
So
total
basically
is
1.
25.
You got that 22?
No, but I have a really high
Yeah.
modifier.
What was your
20. A nat 20 plus 4, so 24.
I have
That's a dirty
25.
24 with a nat base.
This is tough.
Give it to him. You got that 20.
Nat 20 overrule.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, you find a
Legendary sword that speaks to
you
you.
find a no, I didn't know if you're gonna like this. I didn't know if you're gonna like this, to be honest.
I'll give it to me.
It's a little carved figurine of Dragonbone,
Ooh,
but it is in the shape of a small wolf. It's a dog for a cat,
Oh,
and its eyes are set with tiny sapphires.
Cat dog.
I like. I'm gonna pick it up because I'm like, oh, it reminds me of Owl.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Oh,
no, but what happens?
I'll pick
Nothing
that.
immediate.
Do I sense anything?
Turn into a
You can give me an Arcana check.
Oh yeah, because I'm super good at Arcana. Yep, that's a 1.
So no, you're just like shiny. It's got eyes. It's got sapphire eyes. So no, not to you.
Do I you said there was weapons and anything? Is there anything that would catch my eye? Do I see any like arrows or anything else?
I really just need some arrows.
Yeah, no, there's no arrows down there. Like most of the weapons and shields are actually like rusted over. They were like steel weapons. You assume that the weapons weren't like what you're looking at weren't so much collected, but are rather belong to the pile of bones of like people that he was feeding on and killed to get that hoard more than it was treasure he collected.
Gotcha, cool.
In terms of the treasure, you guys have basically
Pick the place to clean.
of what anything that you thought was worth.
Are we gonna be able to carry all this gold or no?
It's heavy. I mean, 3,000 gold ain't no joke, but yeah, you could probably carry it. You got backpacks and stuff.
Okay.
If you split it up amongst you.
Yeah.
It's only-
500 each.
Yeah.
Question.
Who did the most
Well,
really?
we're
though?
giving you to
Like,
Ethan. You gotta give some to Ethan too.
He doesn't get it.
Ethan can go
He's
suck
gonna
it.
carry.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't get it. He's
Literally,
just
his
carry.
name is NPC.
Yeah.
You'll probably buy Pokemon cards. You'll Kid, you don't even know what to do with money of this kind.
Yeah, so you just want to split
Pokemon
it.
cards and friggin'
I think we should
Fortnite
keep it.
skins.
And, I mean, for carrying purposes, yes, we should split it up. But I
500
think
each. Okay.
we should keep a group bank and just have that.
Don't you have
stay
the
in.
group bank?
Yeah, I have
He has the
268
group
right
bank.
now, so I'll just add the
how did he
3,000.
get the
Yeah.
good bank?
This,
He's the only one that wrote it down.
yeah,
That's
Fine.
fine.
Question for you.
3,268 in the group.
Would the wolf figurine mean anything to
Kill
me
you
and Ren?
and leave the group.
No.
I mean, you can do it. I mean, I'm soft right now. I'm at 9, so I'm squishy. That's what I meant. I'm squishy. I'm squishy.
Continue,
I'm not gonna
Tia.
touch- yeah, I'm not going to touch that.
I would
I'm
hope
gonna
not.
get
That'd be
the hell out of
weird.
Ben's just gonna fly as far as
Way to
the
go, way to
catawampus.
Anyways,
What do you guys-
I wasn't paying attention because I asked him.
So are like the can't assume. Are like the rune, like the stones and everything that were kind of like, and is that kind of the air like returned towards normal?
Oh, good question.
Anything changed?
They
with that?
fell back to those floating pebbles fell back to the ground when Glacivar
Okay.
was killed.
Do we feel like not warmth immediately, but like kind of a
Yeah, some of the
kind
frost
coming
begins
back
to
in?
melt away.
Okay.
Have the
Yeah, good
particles
questions.
Yeah,
start
plants.
to like.
No, I mean it's probably been a long.
Oh, the
Yeah.
crows.
Can I
time they-
fly down and inspect the corpse?
Yes, you may.
Cool.
What do you want
Can you take a talent from me?
I want
know,
to take a fan.
Can I get like a dragon tooth or
to? Yeah,
something?
why don't you give me a survival check to see what you can harvest off of him? He is pretty bloodied and beat up, but let's see.
You got this, buddy.
It's a 4.
Oh,
You kind of got this. You should have gone to like
you just chop his wolf.
You can definitely chop off a claw and pull a fang.
Hell yeah.
You want to do both?
Sure.
But yeah, you guys beat the pulp out of him.
not the
and-
prettiest.
Yeah, it's not looking great for harvesting
Not the
with all
nicest.
the slash marks and singe marks from spells and
Philomena, I assume we're out of this like little gold
Mhm.
treasure. I'm gonna look for a little pebble
Mhm.
to commemorate this.
Now you want the pebbles?
yeah, national.
Yeah, now that they're not floating in the sky
Yep.
and doing something wild, I'm gonna take a little pebble and I'm gonna hold it in my fist and say we defeated a white dragon.
Okay.
How are we
I'm gonna put it
feeling as a group?
What's that?
Gold at
I'm okay.
9 health.
3,200 something.
And
Is
I
anyone
think
else
Braddock's in bad shape too.
Pretty hurt.
What's our group gold at?
3,268.
So we have 2.
Anyone else need to be healed?
I mean, I'm
I'm
up
at
to
half
Yeah,
HP.
I mean, I'm definitely hurting.
I can go there. I can
You
sing,
take a
I can
rest.
sing us a song. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if we rested, I think it'd be fun.
We could rest. I could sing us this little song. Give us a short rest. And we
I
can
can
continue.
prayer of healing us because I only burned like one spell. And I can heal us up as well. But if you want to do
Yeah.
a song of rest,
Nice little song of rest.
yeah.
So we're doing a short rest?
Yeah.
I would also like to try to take
What's your song
a
of
fang
rest?
from the dragon.
It's called the song of
If
Why
like,
don't you
the
give me a
big
survival check as well?
I want to do like a
The-
big
the
canine.
dragon slaying song
Yeah.
we just made up.
It is.
Uh,
I'm saying that
13.
it's about lethargy.
I'm going to say
And
that
what
you don't
happened
get a
to the
fang or a
slow
claw, but
dragon
you're able to pull
to the
a
fast.
one of the scales looks pretty pristine to you, and you're able to pull that off.
Okay,
Ash.
I'll whittle on that.
Warlock
Yeah.
battle man. Yeah.
So what do we get from your song of rest?
It's just your normal HP recovery for short rest.
I think that's what we get to use our dice.
Yeah, your dice
Okay, so
modifier. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll heal myself.
So it's just a short rest?
Mm-hmm.
Does it count as a short rest?
No, it's free.
Can I do this?
You
Just
roll
I thought we were just doing a short
Level.
rest.
No, it's my song, so I don't have to
What
wait.
level?
level.
Well,
11.
the problem is I don't have anything, so
Oh, that's
Do you have any hit
doing a
dice?
short rest
Yep.
would be
That's a song of
get
rest
some
heal.
of my stuff back. So are we not short resting then?
We don't have to because I can hopefully do something right now.
I would just if we short rest, I get stuff back.
Do you want to short rest?
Yes.
Absolutely, we can do that.
Okay, then never mind. Then I'm just
While we short rest, can I play with the bracelet and put it on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yes, it's the
Okay.
same thing.
You come over like,
My song
can
of
you
rest is
pass
the same
this?
thing.
Yeah.
as short
Can you
rest.
get this?
It's not just.
Okay.
Sorry, I misunderstood your
Gotcha.
question.
Wait. Other hand, because this one's missing the hand.
It just falls off.
So during the short rest, I'm assuming you want to attune yourself to it.
I'm gonna attempt to. Yeah.
I'm gonna play.
I don't know what it does, but
Oh, we're doing short rest.
yeah, we are doing the short rest because he wants to get some stuff back.
Well, no, sorry. He realized that his song does act as a short rest. So
Yeah.
I guess
Oh,
it-
okay.
Yeah, I mean, if like he needs to recover like whatever
Yeah.
resources, he'd still get them.
Ren,
Yes, sir.
this item is called the Bracelet of the First Chill.
Bracelet.
He's so chill.
She's really chill. Okay.
It grants you resistance to cold damage while it's worn.
Okay.
And once per long rest, as an action, you can invoke the bracelet to encase you in a block of magical ice for up to 1 minute, which grants you 5 AC
Okay, I'm back to full health.
Then-
I see.
and immunity to cold damage for the duration, but you cannot move or speak while encased.
Okay, I'm gonna give it away.
You can end the effect early as a bonus action immediately.
Okay.
Can you attack though while you have?
No,
No,
you are.
frozen solid.
Oh shoot! It's like last ditch. Like I need to not die.
I need to take this hit. That's about it.
No. All right, I'm full health.
Cool.
Okay.
Man, that's
You got
beautiful.
that all?
Oh, thanks.
Do
It's pretty cool.
Do I get anything from just kind of like examining and like playing with my new shiny, pretty little wolf?
Yes.
I'll talk later.
So did we take another short rest or no? We didn't.
Took 1 short rest.
From his song.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how he just attuned to that bracelet. What do you mean another?
Are we? I thought his thing just counted as a short rest, and
Yeah.
then was there another one on top of it?
Oh, it just
That's what I
counts
mean.
as short rest.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess I shouldn't have told you that, John.
I'll wait.
Because I was like,
I'll
how did you
wait
get back to
until
full
we
health?
Rest
Is what I
like
was getting at.
crazy.
Yeah. So are we gonna actually rest? Because at this point we've burned a bunch of stuff. I don't know.
I
I'll
don't
wait
care.
It counts as a short rest, but
It's
so
not.
let's
actually
just do an actual
You
short
need a
rest.
certain amount of
Okay,
time.
fine.
to
We'll do an
pass
actual
those
short
things,
rest
right?
so that way
Okay.
we don't
Now
have
do
to
this
recount.
So we'll just chill up top and just.
And I'm also still confused
Okay,
on
so
if
what
you get
does-
resources back or not, or if it's an additional heal or
Yeah.
not.
What
But
does
I
my
will
Okay,
clarify.
got it.
things?
Yes, that is a figurine of wondrous power.
Ooh.
It allows you to summon a wolf
I'm back.
Nice.
for up to 8 hours.
More animals.
That is friendly to the summoner and its allies, but it's only usable once every 7 days.
Every 7 days.
Once a week.
Nice.
What's the wolf do? And it's for 8 hours.
It's a wolf.
It's 8 hours. Figurine of wondrous power. I have a wolf companion. I assume he has his own stats and everything else.
Mhm.
So I assume I have to look up and get like a wolf card thing because I think I have them.
Wolf stats.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's cool.
So the winds howl across the chilled hills as you leave behind the dragon's frozen lair. For miles, the surrounding hills watch you in silence. Days pass as you descend from the highlands. Damp earth clings to your boots, and the rivers begin to flow again freely as the air warms around you. With each mile, you move closer to Moonstone Falls and away from Place of Ours Wonder. Yet you cannot shake the chill that lingers in your bones, the memory of the dragon's breath. By the fourth day, you reach the lowlands. A sprawling green valley lays before you, and far ahead, shimmering glints on the horizon as you see Moonstone Falls themselves.
So we didn't need to do all that short rest stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was kind of like,
Yeah.
it's okay, because the
Yeah.
way that I progress the story, it's, yeah.
So we're like still a few miles out from.
Yep, but you can see it off in the on the horizon. What Willow and Ren know to be the falls themselves, as you're now kind of in this more lush green valley, and you're not sure if it's just warmer here or if it's in the absence of Glacivar, but it's yeah.
I have a feeling we'll be greeted by some anger, and discontent here.
Yeah, because apparently that dragon is doing the bidding of our mother, and he was pretty terrible.
And he knew where we were, so presumably your mother's going to be prepared for us as well.
I'm prepared for her right now.
Are you going to be willing to take that step if we need to?
I mean, I know Ren will be.
She has no
She's
problem.
been waiting to kill
Ethan says, "What step are you talking about?"
The step
Earmuffs,
to the
buddy.
toy store.
I cover his ears.
Why don't you go play with the cat?
I'm like, oh, look, wee.
I think there's a couple of things that we may be able to say or do to get her to believe that it's us, but I am also prepared to have to, if I gotta slap my mom, knock it right out of her. It's me.
I think it might have to come to worse than that.
Shut up. Ethan is listening.
I'm distracted. I'm like, oh, look at Shiny.
There's no point in ignoring what may be.
Oh, I know.
But it's still my mom. So, it's my mom.
I understand. And I think we should do our best to try and navigate this diplomatically, but
Have I
she
had
did
any,
send a dragon after us.
Have there been any additional dreams since we've kind of set out on this?
Nothing.
Or any context, she's kind of gone silent. or whatever,
Yeah, I
so
would
it's
say
like-
nothing weird or out
Okay.
of place. Definitely nothing with that intensity.
Okay.
As you continue along the road, ahead, you see 3 gallant knights standing watch over a small stone bridge.
Hello there.
Moonstone Falls, silver and purple adorn their breastplates, though their once gleaming armor is now dulled by age. The man in the middle of the group raises his sword as you approach. Halt, travelers! By decree of Lady Barclay, none shall pass into Moonstone Falls without proving their loyalty. State your names and your purpose.
They're Barclays.
Little
You
Bark.
just straight up call him out,
Okay.
Barclay.
Okay. They can be wanted,
I
but
was
that's
about
fine.
to say, before he started talking,
That's
do we
fine.
want to go in anonymously?
Well, I was going to.
Well,
Spoken into existence. Let's go.
So the man
Chest rolls a
to
top.
laugh coldly. Royal heirs? Preposterous. The last of the Barclay line perished 6 years ago.
But
You stand here spewing lies.
not lies.
The other one of them next to him flatly says, "We buried their memorials beneath the moonspire. You dishonor their graves."
I would never dishonor anyone's graves.
In fact,
And I'm not a liar.
You can vouch for it, and we can vouch for them. We've traveled weeks with them, years even in some sense.
You don't remember what the Barclays look like?
Why don't you give me, are you trying to intimidate him?
I'm
with
No,
no,
I'm-
persuasion.
status or persuade him? What are you
Persuade him that
Okay, so
we were famous enough that you
Why
would
don't you give me
have seen us.
persuasion check?
Okay.
That you haven't aged in 6 years.
I know. I mean, we're young, so
She does have all those creams and lotions.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, that's bad.
9.
Okay, no. So he then, raising his sword even more aggressively towards you. Enough of this farce. You'll come with us, imposters.
Yeah, we will.
I would love to come with you, and then my mother will have words with you about this.
You guys want to just willingly?
I would like to take one more chance to try and persuade him with these.
What do you want to say?
Just let him know. If you're mistaken and you're raising your sword at the actual heirs of this area, you're going to have a severe.
That sounds like more of an intimidation. So
well, I'm trying to persuade him that you're. Well, whatever. Fine. You know what?
I'd like to speak up and say, how can we show our loyalty?
You saw
And
Come with us peacefully, then.
we will do that.
Lay down your arms.
I think you already laid down a hand or two here, not arms.
I don't even have a weapon on me.
Yeah. Well, it's maybe not you directly, but lay down your arms.
Just a cane.
You really think that'd be necessary?
And one of them kind of walks towards you, like as if to collect your weapons.
I'm just gonna like stand up fully tall and just look down at him, shake my head like.
Really
I'd like to do. All right, I'll do an intimidation and try and say like, you will regret these actions when the truth comes to light, my friend.
You have to do it this way then.
Yes, these are not the weapons.
You try.
Do an intimidation check.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That one?
Is this the third nat one tonight?
It isn't that one?
That's
Give me
amazing.
a botch.
I'll wait.
To burn all my dice. 82.
Yeah.
Wow, that
there you
was
go.
No, we're going to jail.
We've heard enough threats. Lay down your arms now.
I'd like to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
So I need Charisma 15 saves from each of them.
Okay, so the first one gets a 21. Second one gets a 17.
What are these fuck? Who pays them so
Third
much?
one gets a 5.
I'd like to talk with
The one that gets a 5.
Okay.
The one that gets a 5 seems almost out of place amongst the three of them. He is elderly
Oh.
compared to the other two. And you almost get the feeling that because of his rank amongst the three of them and his age, he's probably like some form of a disgraced knight that has fallen in rank and is just trying to keep some sort of loyalty. And he pauses at a moment after you calm the emotions, and he's like looking you all over, like confused, and he locks eyes on Ren. He stands frozen with his sword raised, and then slowly, almost hesitantly, he begins to lower it, and his weathered eyes are kind of like searching your face, and something flickers over him. It softens some of those hardened, aged lines, and his lips begin to tremble in like a deep sort of aching way. And he says, I've seen you before, but not just now. He glances at the other knights, and they're now shouting at him, Jordan, disarm them! And he's ignoring their shouts, and his gaze fixed on you. He says, years ago, a summer gathering, you were just a girl then, running beneath the arches of the Court of Silver. I remember you. He swallows, and tears are beginning to well in his eyes. It is you. By Arabelle, it's truly you. And now the leader calls back to him, Jordan, you old fool! It's a memory! Are you so desperate for the meaning? You guys want to do anything?
I was about to kind of say, like, surely you've seen paintings and images of the two missing heirs. Don't they not, strike you as resemblance to these?
Where's that locket that you had? The one that was from your mom that we got from the guy.
That had the thing.
Yes.
But the shard is missing. Well, it had a shard in it, and then we took the shard out, but we have that. I don't know if they would recognize it, though.
No.
It doesn't say if you
Do I remember the memory that he has of me?
That's a great question. Ren, as Jordan speaks, a faint memory rolls through you. Do you remember that day? You tell me. He is describing some sort of event where him and other nobles of the kingdom came to Moonstone Falls for some sort of gathering, and he seems to be describing an event where, as a small child, you were running and playing in the royal court. You tell me, do you remember?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say I remember it, and I said,
Okay.
"Oh,
Do you want to
my
add
God.
anything to it?
It was the coronation of my cousin, and I think Willow was still like really young at that point, but yeah, I remember being there. It was one of the most magical days ever. I think all of Moonshine Falls was there that day to celebrate.
Moonstone Falls.
What I say?
Moonshine.
I'm sorry.
Moonstone Falls. Philomena knows that.
Talking about.
We know what we're doing after this.
We love, especially if it comes out fall.
And again, like tears are welling in his eyes because clearly he's gone through a lot between then and now and has fallen out of probably what was if he was at that coronation, he probably was once way more prestigious than this knight errant patrol knight position that he has now. And so you can see that like just this whole thing, he clearly bears a loyalty, and he actually says, now he's speaking very quietly, almost directly to you, Ren. He says, I swore an oath to serve the crown, but the crown I served died years ago. I will not raise a blade against the last hope of Moonstone Falls. And he just drops his sword.
Is there any
What's
sign
the
of
other
the other
two?
two?
Yeah, what are they doing?
So the leader now reaches, there is like two horses kind of tied to, well, there's three horses, but there's two tied to the bridge kind of off, just, waiting for them. They're clearly their horses. And the one takes the reins of his horse and hops on it and mounts. And the other one is kind of looking back and forth between Jourdain and the leader. And he he's torn, doesn't know quite what to do. But you see as he kind of hesitantly follows into suit, and he also mounts onto his horse. And then the leader calls out to you all, I will not stand for this. We will head back and we will report you. We will pay for this. And then he calls specifically to Jourdain again. And you, old knight, this will be the last we see of you. They'll throw you in the gallows for this.
Do they look formidable? Or are they like knights, normal knights? Or are
they look like they're well armed. They both have swords. They have like decent armor. They've clearly seen some action. Like these guys they're probably tough. Like, you just killed a dragon, so I don't know.
How close are we to the town where this is in?
Probably you're like a couple miles away. You can't see the city per se, but you can see the falls that the city are built on.
No prying eyes other than the people that are here.
Do we?
Nope, but they could be back to the city in like 2 hours on those horses.
All right, so I think we let them go and we meet my mom at the gates. They'll be ready for us, and I'll be ready for them.
So we can stop them.
We can.
We could, but
Do you want to?
What a noise!
What was that?
Yeah.
I was like,
That was
I
really
was
good.
thinking-
Sleep.
He's like, oh, his brand is.
I was like,
I was gonna try to put
I
him
want
to
to
sleep.
do. I would like to say, Ash would like to just speak up and say something. You have served family for a long time. How do you not recognize Willow, Ren, and I pick up Ethan and Ethan?
You're talking about to the two older,
I'm
the
speaking-
two younger ones.
Two younger ones. How do you not
I mean,
recognize?
for that, you can give me an insight check, Ash, but
Insight is a 13.
they might not have been serving the court for
Right.
this, but they could have been serving for less than 6 years. So they wouldn't,
no.
yeah. Since
Can
they're
we just cast sleep? Can we just put these guys to sleep?
You want to try?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do attempt to put them to sleep.
Okay.
It's two of them, right?
The physical way.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
All right, so I'm gonna do it at 4th level. So can I have a bunch of d8s? We're gonna do 5d8
There's 3.
initially.
Oh, he's already.
Here's
How many do you need?
But here's the initial roll. Then I need 2 more.
2 more.
I need 2 more.
Oh. I need 1 more.
D8.
You want another one?
Sure. And I need 1 more.
That's how many HP worth.
Oh my god.
You don't know how much HP you have. You want to be better safe than sorry.
Yep.
8.
But it's got to encompass both of their HPs, right?
Yeah.
He's like, well, they have 700 each. So
Yeah, he's like, they're actually stronger. They're legendary knights. That dragon was a pushover.
they're hopped on that net new serum.
Yep.
Set a bunch of bath
They
salts.
actually have shards in their breastplates.
Here we go. We'll go 10, 20.
Math.
Parents, your kids in a D&D. They'll learn how to do math.
44, 50, 44, 53, 60. Do they have more than 65
Collectively.
health collectively?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
Damn.
One of them
Okay.
individually, no. Collectively, yes.
All right, so then they don't go to sleep.
One of them
Because
does, right?
yeah, that's what I was just about to ask. It puts one of them.
It
to
puts
sleep.
one.
So who would you like to
whoever
put to sleep?
whoever
the
has
one
the
that-
lower health goes to sleep.
They have the same
first.
health.
So then
So at the end.
the one that was more
Aggressive.
adamant. Yeah.
Can we both cast sleep?
Not the one that was confused and trying to decide. You want
Yeah.
to put the one that was
It was
aggressive. to
adamant.
sleep. Okay.
Yep.
Can we both
Okay.
be casting sleep? Because
Sure.
I don't want them. Like I'd rather.
You want to try and cast it on the other one?
Yeah, because I'd rather
Alright.
not deal with this.
Yeah.
I need those dice.
Yeah.
How many what level are you doing it at?
I'm just saying with 5. I have enough. Stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather not take a chance. I don't want to deal with this nonsense.
How long do they
Do
sleep
you
for?
need?
1 minute.
Okay.
Do you need this one back?
Yeah, he needs all of this.
Need all of it.
Okay.
All the dice.
All of the dice. Ooh, I see an 8. I see 2 8s.
Can you? I'm trying to count. You're like, it's a 6, a 7, an 8, 9, 3, 4.
So many dice. I love it.
We did overkill to put 2 people to sleep.
64.
Wow.
You get the other one to sleep.
All right.
All
right,
let's-
So what would you like to do?
I would
Drag
like
them into the side.
yeah, tie them up.
I would like to tie them up.
Okay.
We don't want to hurt them or anything like that.
The
They're
older
doing their
knight
job.
does nothing to stop you, and as you're doing it, he kind of says to you, "If by my sword I can help you, I will."
Yeah, I mean, so we definitely would love for you to come with us. What was your name again?
Jourdain.
Jourdain,
It's a pleasure, my liege.
Ren, Willow, and Ethan, obviously. But these are our traveling friends, Philomena, Benrith, Graddock, and Ashen. And they totally saved our lives so many times. And we're just trying to get home to let our parents know that we're still alive. We didn't die 6 years ago.
The city's not quite how you remember it.
The world isn't quite how we remember it.
I will do what I can to help you.
We appreciate your trust, Jordan.
It's my loyalty to the throne. My loyalty to Moonstone Falls.
What should we know about Moonstone Falls before we make our way there?
What should we prepare for?
There's a sort of tone in the air.
We've tried to contact their mother.
They no longer trust the gods the way they used to. The city's in disrepair and unrest.
Have you spoken recently to Lady?
I have no access to the high courts anymore.
Ah.
I'm a simple knight errant.
Well, you have access to us now.
Perhaps it's better if I just show you.
Yeah, can we take their other horses?
You want to
Yeah.
steal the horses?
Well, no, just so that they can't.
You
know,
got.
get
I
back
mean,
in
I
time.
would say this has already been like 30 seconds. Don't you
Yeah.
sleep them for a minute?
Yeah,
We tied him
Oh,
up.
you tied them up. Okay.
tied them up.
Okay.
Do they have arrows?
Sure. You know what? Sure. Yeah.
How many arrows?
Maybe
One.
they each have 20.
3.
Okay,
Well,
I take all
but
the arrows.
no, that's only 40 because unless you're gonna steal Jourdain's arrows too.
No, I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna take 40.
Oh man, this is mine.
Tie her up to 42?
Yeah, we want to take so
Welcome
that
to the
they
group.
don't have an opportunity
Be
to
rare.
get back before.
Yeah,
we...
so even if they get
Where,
out.
did you just tie him like hog time and leave him on the ground, or what do you?
We dragged him off the trail.
Their
I was
backs,
imagining-
like,
Backs to each other.
no, on a tree.
On a
There's
tree?
a tree
Okay.
between.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
It's
good,
perfect.
that's
Wow.
Covered him in peanut butter.
Yes. And honey.
Okay.
And they'll call that wolf.
And do you want to immediately ride off, or set off, or do you want to? I mean, they're gonna wake up any second here, and they're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, we can start going.
Yeah, let's skirt.
And they're
along.
gagged.
Everyone skip.
Yep.
Vic.
Oh, you gagged him too?
Yeah,
Okay.
we want to gag them.
Then maybe
That way
it
they
doesn't matter
can't.
as much.
They can't call for help.
Who wants to get on horses? How do you want to?
The smallest one on horse.
I'll need help getting up on these
There's
steeds.
there's 3 horses if you include Jourdain, so he can put you on his.
Do we want to
And
put
there's
like you
2.
and Ethan on a horse together?
Yeah, you could probably bear both of them,
Okay. Yeah.
and then
Jordan can ride his own horse because he's an old man, and that's just
no. I was going to say he was going to
Oh,
bear
he's
Phil
riding
and
on him?
Ethan
Okay.
on his with him.
Oh, with him. Okay.
Me
that
and
makes
Ben will
sense.
share.
Yeah, but there's no way
Oh,
I can't. I'm gonna
I'll
walk.
fly.
I'm too heavy. I'm 200 something pounds.
Okay,
So
then
you need
that-
to hop on a horse.
We'll hop on
Don't you
horses
hate
because I
horses?
do, but I mean, if we are the heirs to this land, we should be
On a horse.
riding back like we own the place.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna take their purple.
Lapel things.
Their what it was.
It was on their breastplate.
Oh, it was actually attached. I wasn't sure if it was like a
No.
cloth thing over
No,
the
it
top.
wasn't like a tunic.
He's sitting there with like a knife.
Yeah.
Or a tabard. Or no, it's like nothing.
Okay, I wasn't sure. All right,
No,
if
it's
it was
etched
something like that, I
into
was
the
just gonna put it
breastplate,
on.
So you're gonna head towards the city.
Yes.
Okay. So as dusk begins to fall, you finally reach the outskirts of the city, and Moonstone Falls spills into the valley in a glorious cascading water. Terraces rising from cliffs in marble and dark slate, spires, bridges, and winding streets all breathing life into the city. At the heart of the city stands the Moon Spire, a crystalline-like tower catching the rays of the setting sun.
Jesus Christ.
But something is wrong. Smoke curls and swirls around the Moon Spire's highest balcony, and a storm gathers there. Pale and unnatural.
Oh, great.
As you look down into the lower terrace on the cliffside, you can see the heart, or what you both know to be the city square, that sits in the shadow of the Moon Spire. And there is a platform in the center of the city square. It's off some distance, but you're kind of able to see what's going on. And on the platform, there is a man chained
Oh, jeez.
to a towering pillar of iron.
Ethan's dad.
What does he look like?
Why don't you give me a perception?
Oh, wait. What is it? Oh, God. Is this.
Guide yourself.
I'm going to.
Yeah,
It's
that's
7,
not good.
right?
His Sculpey did.
Oh, jeez.
Is he alive?
I was just joking, but, you know.
Cocked.
Daddy Buckley.
One?
Should have taken that normal thing. Mine is a 23.
Okay, so you're all kind of scanning the city. Ren knows enough for her eyes to hone in onto that central city square, and when you do, you see that platform underneath the Moon Spire, and chained to the platform, as I said, to a towering pillar of iron, you see Jorl,
What?
outstretched,
Shipping Jorl?
his face turned skyward, as if in silent prayer.
Okay, so we're just
Thunder rumbles overhead. His feet hover inches above the stone held by magic, and a woman's voice booms from the Moonspire balcony. Behold the so-called gift of your goddess! See how easily we bend her will. We bend her will. Arabelle sends you a savior. Then you let him suffer in chains until she dares to save him again herself. And the crowd roars in answer.
Look at a bunch of heretics.
And that's where we're going to call today's So, thank you so much for watching. Please take the time to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification because it really helps everything we do on our end and encourages us to make more content for you. Again, we want to give a special thanks to Eldritch Foundry for giving us these beautiful miniatures. Head over to our friend's website, eldritchfoundry.com, where you can create your own custom minis using the code CHEESEBAGS15 to receive that 15% off on any orders. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Stay fresh,
Bye.
children.
Hi, Joe.
Foes.
Hi, Joe.
Oh my god.